Melanie King. Uh, nothing. Nothing at all. Just that shit. But I'm about to go live right now, so text you. What's going on, YouTube? We're gonna wait till we get about 50 people up in here. We're gonna start talking about what we need to do, what we want to see for Thailand. What's going on, Kobe, Tony, Andrew, and Unwashed Hands, Enhanced Utility. So we know for a fact, whenever we get to Thailand, the number one thing I know y'all want to see and that I want to see is women. I was supposed to be collaborating with somebody last night, but I had some goodbye dinners to say to my family. They are in Thailand now. Man, they got some chicks. He had a chick in the video, and I said, when I come to Thailand, I want her. I appreciate that in Holleman we trust. Thank you very much. Thanks for trusting me. Brownie, what's going on? Habla Conmigo TV. Peace to you, young brother in the chat. Peace to you as well. Andrew says, and Lando and King Mecca as well. Andrew says, bro, can you list all the countries you want to go to? So I'm about to go to Thailand. From there, I'll go to Brazil. I'll be in Rio. From Rio, I'm going to Salvador. From Salvador, I'm going to Medellin. From Medellin, I'm going to Cartagena, Cali, and Bogota. From there, I want to go to Cape Verde and Kenya as well. But next summer, I have to hit Portugal. I seen Check and Effects video on Portugal. I can't miss it. Now, the Santos, I seen that. He said he coming for everybody. Yeah, they making a lot of videos about me out there, man. Yeah, I get a lot of hate. And they get 30 views on the videos. They talking bad about me to get 30 views. They not even getting paid. What's going on, Wrench Turner? I appreciate that super chat. I see you working. We're going to collaborate. I'm trying to find time for us to collaborate. More than likely, it might be best when I get into Thailand. That way you could probably would be better so you can have some more, to talk about. Imagine what your life would be like if you didn't go to Brazil. I would probably be fucking crazy right now. I would just be cutting hair daily, listening to people around me, telling me that I need to self-improve. And what else do they say? They say you need to self-improve. You're only looking at things from your perspective. I cannot stand that. You only look at things from your perspective. I had a chick flake on me, and that one I did a video about. She flaked on me, and I had somebody tell me that I was wrong because I was only looking at it from my perspective. Get the fuck out of here. So, guys, just know that with the American people that have no sympathy for you, if you set a date with a chick or a time to meet a chick and she doesn't show up, you can't get mad because you're only looking at it from your perspective. You don't matter. That's what they say. Passport Bros annual trip, that will definitely be in Thailand. I mean, not Thailand, Rio for Carnival every year because I will never miss another Carnival. That was too much fun. Carnival changed my life. Fresh and Fit might be next, though, because I did a collaboration with Pearly Things and Lapeef Network today. and we will be collaborating again tomorrow. But tomorrow will be live. Today I thought it was going to be live, but it was pre-recorded, so it might come out in a couple days. She said, but tomorrow it will be live at 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. What's going on, Sade? Appreciate the super chat here. I was watching you earlier. I didn't actually get to watch the entire video about the conservatism, the Black Republican. I watched it briefly. I'll go check it out here in a minute. But I will do a call in. And if you guys have time to call in, let's talk about what we're going to get in Thailand. Though. So we know we got to get the girls. We know we got to get all the rocks and the monuments and all that kind of stuff. But what do y'all really want to see from Thailand? Food as well, yeah. I'm gonna go check it out. You said it was lit. I'm not in Colombia. I'm still in Dallas. For less, yeah, I'm about to leave Dallas. I'll be gone before the weekend is up. Compare women to Thai women to Brazilian women. Yes, I will do that. That's the thing about going to different countries. If I go to living conditions, that's good as well. Living conditions. Let me write some of this stuff down. That way I don't forget. Food in Thailand. Living conditions. I used to live in DeSoto. Cost of living. What else we have? Pros versus non-pro treatment. I don't think I'm gonna be fooling around with pros when I get to Thailand. Maybe one time. Housing, shopping, travel. I'm just gonna record everything. Everything's getting recorded. But I'm writing this stuff down. I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. It is very hard for me to stay focused when we talk about dating problems in the States. Like when we talk about malls, that's a good one. Let me write that down too. When we talk about what is the woman's duty, what is the man's duty? Those conversations are hard to have because I would think that people would know those already, but I guess not. So it's hard for me to do that. What do Thai women think about American culture? Healthcare. Okay, I got some good ones. Good. That's why I did this. What to not do. That's a really good one. Yes, getting your passport is worth it no matter what age you are. Yeah, I'm not gonna be in Bangkok that long. So let's see, renting and owning, where to not go. Safety, currency conversion. So somebody just left a comment, a very stupid comment, and it says, "Why is every country you discuss known for prostitution?" I don't get it. You live in the biggest prostitution ring in the world. There are more American women that are prostitutes than anybody. Yo, Austin, what's up? I'm an OG subscriber. I've never seen a more random collab than you, Lapeef, Purple Pill, and Pearly Things. Holy crap, there's random. Go to London next for King Richard's respect. I appreciate that super chat. I will, let me write that down. King Richards. I'm gonna do that next. Yeah, I actually found out about Pearly Things being here because Chantel reached out to me in my email telling me she would be here. And it just so happened to be at the Purple Pill place. Yeah. Plus, exactly, if I'm going to pay for an escort, I'm not going to pay for an American woman. No. I'm eating steak, a New York strip. You're right. Prostitution should be legal worldwide. So, do you mostly travel solo to these countries? No. I always have somebody I'm either meeting or I go with. Not that you can't go to these countries solo, but it's just not. You know what? I wasn't using steak sauce, but now that you said something about it, I'm about to go get it. I use A1 steak sauce. I didn't have plans on it until you said that. Yes, United States hooking up is it's a waste. The US is a waste of fucking time. And I can't keep saying that. But here is the call in link. I'm gonna send you guys a link to call in at. I gotta get off of here by 10:45, so you got an hour. You making this comment from Instable Turkey. Tell me about Turkey. I never thought about going to Turkey either, though. And this is the thing. The women in the States, I figured out since last night. Last night I had something happen. And they desire being chased. Meaning that they like you, but they'll reject you just because they get a high off of being chased. That's not happening in Brazil, at least not at the rate it's happening in the States. Yes, attention whores. If you are not on camera, you cannot get in. Booker, it sounds like you're not having that good of a time over there with whoever you're dealing with. But there will be many more interviews, many more receipts. I'm turning up the heat whenever I get outside the States. The heat will turn up. So Mr. Lucario had a bad night the other night. He didn't do too well. Mr. Lucario didn't do too well. What's going on?
Hey, not much.
Can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'll take my headphones
I can't
off.
hear you.
Maybe. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? I just want to stop by, just show support. I don't know if you can hear me or not.
Can't hear you.
All right.
Let me see.
You still can't hear me?
Y'all can hear him?
I don't know.
I can't hear him. Hold on one second.
I don't know why I can't.
Oh shit, that was my fault.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry about that.
Yeah. No, I don't normally get on camera, but I just wanted to show some support. I really appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate all the people in the Manosphere. I like seeing Pearly Things on the Purple Pod today. I thought that was pretty cool, especially him being a small time YouTuber. I think this is a really serious thing, like what's going on in America, like men not, really having a voice, guys getting canceled all over the place, like what's happening with Kanye West. I don't think that's right. I think this is a really big issue that a lot of people aren't talking about. So I really appreciate your channel. I appreciate the message that it really is that bad. It is. MGTOW, it ain't about guys being incels and they can't get laid. It's just that guys just don't want to deal with insufferable women. a lot of dudes ain't some like piece of shit guys. They're just normal dudes that go to work and they want to have a woman. So
Exactly.
um I support all you guys, and I just want to show some respect. I just thought that was really cool to see Lapeef Network, Pearly Things, you, Purple Pill. We need to see more of this. This shit is getting out of hand, and guys don't have a chance nowadays. So
Absolutely.
I
That's
just
what I'm
want to
here for.
support.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here. I put myself on the line to make sure I speak up because I don't care. They can come at me. But yeah, it is out of hand. And I'm
It is.
here to tell people how good it is in other places. The other places aren't perfect, but it's better than here. It's a lot
Right.
better. So if you travel,
No, I haven't traveled, but you've inspired me to do so. So, I mean, I travel the United States for work, but I haven't traveled overseas. But you've definitely inspired me to. And listen to you guys on YouTube. It's an inspiration, and it gives like the average guy a chance. Like some of us, we really don't have a shot out there, so it's like we don't have no choice but to just work and just focus on ourselves. So it really is that bad, man. Like you said, like everything you guys say, this is all what we all think. We all think the same thing that you guys are saying. So it's not
yeah,
like we're crazy. We all think the same thing. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. And more guys should support you. And yeah, like what Pearly Things did was smart. Like she's going around and she's talking to large YouTubers and small YouTubers, and I think that would be great for you to do too, because
yeah.
I could see your channel just completely blowing up, man. I really do, because you got a good message.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna keep collaborating because that does help a lot.
Yeah. So I'm not really big onto getting onto video like this, but I just seen an opportunity to do so. I'm usually kind of camera shy, so but just figure I'd get on camera and just show some support.
I appreciate that, man.
But yeah, keep doing your thing, man. You're awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You stay safe.
You too.
What's going on?
What's going on? My mic good? My mic good?
I was just about to say it. The mic better this time.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I just wanted to pop in here, tell you, you going over there to Thailand, man. Shoot, you're gonna see a lot of feminine women over there. They're gonna be really choosy. Huh?
Have you been yet?
No, I haven't. I haven't. I have a couple buddies that went, and they say that women basically come up to you. You know what I'm saying? They're
I've
not.
seen it.
Yeah, they come up to you and approach you if they like you and they really interested. Oh yeah, they gonna approach. So yeah, stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? Like I just think like when you get there, I think you should check out the gyms because I'm talking to a lot of them right now that my buddy hooked, basically, friend from a friend, we basically started talking and started talking to their friends, and it's just like a big kind of like little group. And I'm trying to tell you, bro, they really bad. They really bad.
Really?
Yeah, they not nothing to play with. Like for real, like they really in the gym. They working out. They mostly slim, fit, and they working towards they man. They really working towards they man. Like I was surprised when my boy went and he went to the gym. And I think that's something that people should see. It's like how many women are actually in the gym working to be the best that they can be for the man that they truly want. You know what I mean? You're
Hmm.
gonna be like, wow, you never seen nothing like that in the gym. It's like their friends is helping them with little workout routines and you know everything. It's amazing. It really is amazing. And a lot of them don't worry about trying to cook for you or nothing like that. They cook. A lot of them are cooking traditional, and they pretty much ready to go, man. It's kind of crazy. When I went, when I actually talked to them, got on video chat and talked to them and seen them cooking. They not cooking like just no regular meals. They cooking like full course meals,
Yeah.
thorough like chef, like and not playing. Like what I'm saying. If they not getting it right or it don't taste right, they willing to work on it, get better on some, especially like if you're looking to eat a specific kind of dish, they willing to learn it, you know, get on YouTube and look it up and stuff like that. So, you know, and one big thing is that they really like a guy that's willing to actually, you know, work with them to learn English and talk to them and stuff. So they're very you know, receptive of trying to learn the English language rather than you just learning their language, you know.
Wow.
So they don't really care, you know. They just really just want to be everything you want them to be and how, you know, you really want them to be at, you know, in your life, you know. So uh it's very different, bro. It's really, really very different. Once I kind of seen that, I was like, oh man, this is the source. You
Yeah.
know, this is the source to the wise, man. I was like, oh no, yeah, this how I already understood, like, you know, that you know, a lot of American women, you know, especially black women, gonna go, you know, extinct. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and once you see it, once you get out there, bro, you're gonna be like, wow, this is crazy. You know?
Yeah. Wow. I'm
Yeah.
ready. I'm ready.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely be ready because it's gonna be a whole nother approach. It's like, you know, it's like turning the tables, kind of essentially. You know, rather than you seeing a lot of dudes approaching women, it's gonna be a lot of women approaching the guys.
Yeah,
You
and I
know?
heard they fight over you too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They'd plead. They'd be like, "Oh no, I want him to be me. It's my man." And, oh man, it gets crazy. It gets crazy. You know. So you going over there? You know what I'm saying? You gonna probably be like, "Wow, all right, I gotta come back here. I gotta come back here." You know, because I'm talking to a lot of them right now, and they're really, really pretty. You know, and they stay in the gym. Like I was saying, one of the places that you should put on that list is the gym. Go
How
to
did
the
you
gym, huh?
how did you meet the ones you talking to?
Through my friends that went.
Mm, that's how
Yeah,
you said.
yeah. So they, you know, the girls that he was talking to had other friends. That's how they kind of roll. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they bring a whole bunch of friends with them. You know, like a
I
little
heard that.
posse. You know what I mean? Like a little posse. Like it's kind of crazy. And then that's kind of like how I started to talk to them, and they don't mind being on the phone. They don't be feeling like, oh, they don't got time for you. They willing to sit on the phone, talk to you, learn languages. You know, they actually like the American accent, especially coming from, you know, a black guy. You know what I'm saying? They think it's kind of like very foreign to hear it. So they enjoy it when you actually talking to them. You know, they get kind of like turned on about it. You're like, what? That's kind of crazy. You
Wow.
know, so you know when you go out there, man, you're gonna be very, very surprised, bro. I'm trying to tell you, for real. Yeah,
Wow.
man. I can give you a link to one of her friends right now, and you can see they're cute. They're not ugly.
I've seen you're in the Facebook group, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I've seen a few of them that people have been posting. They look real good in there, man. I
yeah.
gotta
So
check that out.
yeah, so what's going on is that when you look them up on the internet, the ones that that I'm seeing is totally different. You know, so
Yeah,
the internet only gonna show you the outskirts of what's out there. So you're gonna see pale, you're gonna see no booty. No, this is a whole nother. These women out there are actually trying to like get like dark skin tones, you know, trying to like almost look like mixed, like they black a little bit. You like, what? Hold up. These women is doing cooking, cleaning, and then they almost trying to steal like the image or just the role idea
black.
of like a black woman, you know what I'm saying? But like traditional, and you like, what's going on here? You know? So you're gonna see it. The woman that you see on the internet, for you guys that don't know, it's a lie.
Just like they
Okay?
did it with Brazil too. Brazil, they only show you the white chicks, the white Brazilians. You get down there, you don't. I mean, you see that, but they're in one area. You
Yeah,
see the
yeah,
black folks when you get to Brazil.
yeah. So that's what they don't tell you. You know what I'm saying? When you go into Thailand, don't let it fool you that it's not these type of women that you actually seeing. But once you actually get there, it's a whole nother ball game. You seeing these women, they young, they look good, and you like, wow, they very, very, very submissive. Like, man, I'm trying to tell you, like, I can't even describe it. I'm like, it's kind of hard to go in detail just because of how much explaining it is. You know what I mean? And I think you're gonna have a ball, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, man.
I feel
You know
that
what I
too.
mean? Yeah, I think I was saying out in the comments that you should go to um Freshman Fit.
Yeah, I think that's up next. Once I collaborate
Yeah.
earlier, collaborating again tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
I think that'll be big enough where Fresh and Fit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
yeah.
you go to Fresh and Fit, bro, you gonna be at 50K. You gonna be at 100K. You know what I'm saying? Because your message, Passport Bros, talking about that, being in Brazil, explaining that whole segment is gonna be levels. You know what I mean? So once you get out there, and Myron gonna be able to, relate. You know what I mean? I watch a lot of his little content. You know, he basically follows Kevin Samuels, ideas of thinking. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I think that should be that next one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, Fresh and Fit gonna get you where you want to be, bro, for sure.
Intech One says Gio is speaking facts, not in Thailand, but talking to a woman she's already told she's very serious about a relationship. When we video call, she looks amazing. Yeah,
Yep.
they're completely different. Even if it's not in Thailand, yeah, outside the states, completely different. Appreciate that super chat.
Yeah, bro. If I show you one, you're gonna be like, "What? This is out there?" You're gonna be like, "Nah, nah. This is not the pictures I'm seeing on the internet right now."
Yeah,
They not even worrying about no BBL or nothing like that. I think the max that I kind of seen that they were doing was just like titties and like lips. A lot of them typically have big lips. Um,
seen that.
but they working on natural. They in the gym with big booties, like, what I'm saying, skinny figure, slim, thick. You know what I mean? That's how they looking out there, bro. And once you see that, you're gonna be like, oh my goodness. You know, yeah, I don't know how it really is in Brazil on how it is, like if it's switched like that, but um you're gonna see a whole new ball game out there, bro. I'm definitely getting in position to be out there in some months, so I'll be out there.
So a lot of people are saying in the comments that Thailand will ruin Brazil for me. Do you think so?
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
about that one, man.
I think it's more of Brazil having more of women who got more meat in the right places rather than having a fit women. You know what I mean? Because that's what you're gonna see mostly out there is fit women. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna do everything they need to do, bro. I'm trying to tell you, they gonna do everything they need to do for you to keep them in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like, wow, these are what wives are supposed to look like full wives, like even like from birth. When they're child, their mothers are in the kitchen cooking, and showing them how to cook and going into their little gardens and showing them to get this and planting this, and they are, what I'm saying, it's crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
They're really in the kitchen learning with their mothers all the way up till 18. You know?
That's what they used to do here, but not anymore.
Yeah. They in the kitchen like that.
Intech says the women do not even know how beautiful they are because there's so many, so the scale for the average is higher, unlike unfit women in the matrix. So I would say I put my Tinder to Salvador that I was telling you about last time in Bahia, Brazil. And man, there is a beautiful chick in Salvador, and she only had upper body, just her face in her picture. So I was like, oh, she must be fat.
Mm-hmm.
And she started showing her body, like her full body photos. And I'm like, damn, she looked good. Why is she? But oh, I forget. I mean, I forgot that women, there's so many beautiful women in those other countries that they're insecure and they're really like an 8 or a 9 over here.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
And
I really wish that the women that was in Thailand right now was in America right now, bro. But they're not. They're not. And I really wish, bro, because like I'm trying to tell you, like it's like even because they don't, even when you can't like understand the language and they can't understand your language, you still have a fun conversation. It's like weird. It's like weird. You like, damn, I have more of a fun conversation talking about something, than American women. Like this is crazy. And she barely understands what I'm saying, and I barely understands what she's saying.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like it's like crazy. You like, man, I want to talk to her some more just because it was just that fun. Like, and they don't care that you miles and miles away, or anything like that. They just like, I see you when you get here kind of thing. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
not complaining like, oh, I can't wait to see you, this and that. Maybe if you get like there and you get attached, and maybe they'd be complaining like, I want to see you and this and this and that. But they will get attached like really quick. You know what I mean? Especially somebody who has looks in the gym fit. They're not trying to let you go. When you leave, they're gonna be crying like
Wow.
that. Yeah, when you leave and they had such a great time with you, and because that was like one of the big things on the one that I was talking to, that I'm still talking to. We just kind of talk here and there. That she didn't want to get off the phone. Um, she just enjoyed me trying to show her how to speak English and the English language and stuff like that. So she was like, nobody pays attention to her like that. And they don't really take the time out to help her learn English language. And they just say, oh, if you can't speak this language, typically, most out there is like white guys or something like that. But, and, I guess they not really trying to take the time out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they are saying, that, when you look it up, that black males, are high in being fathers and give out the most marital rates. You know what I'm saying? It's just the turn back rate is not, you know, scaling up to what we actually are. But it's saying that black males, not to be, trying to divide anybody, but it does say that out of all races, black males has the higher percentage of actually marrying and being a good father. We're the best fathers, basically.
I would
So
agree.
yeah, what's going on, man? You in there?
Yeah, what's up, man? How y'all doing?
I'm doing
Good. And
good. How
you?
you go? Yeah.
Let me read
Yeah,
this.
I'm doing all right.
Let me read this chat real quick. Trevor says, from my observation, most of the fresh and fit audience wants American women, which I believe too. To me, if you have to convince someone of a better route, it's not even worth it. Uh, I would say just that exposure is worth it though, because you would be surprised how many men would flip. Uh, you would be surprised no matter how much advice dating coaches give out, how many men would still flip when they heard this advice.
Yeah.
Because this advice is almost guaranteed.
Yeah. And I think like when you get out there and you actually show these women how you've been showing them, on video, oh man, it's gonna change the whole game, especially for the passport bros. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? It's gonna change the whole game because you're gonna see how it's different, bro. It's really different. If you told her to get in the gym, she in the gym tomorrow in the morning, up, running, doing, you know what I mean? Doing whatever she can. Like it's crazy.
We got some smoke right here against you, Gio. We got a white man. I believe he's a white man. He says, based on what stats? He talking about we are the best fathers.
Oh, you can look it up. You can look it up. Just go on Google. I
But
don't
how did
gotta.
they come up with those stats?
I don't know. It's just on some of the legit stats that black males have the highest percentage of being great fathers. It's just that, you know, we're not having the equal return. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you're seeing a lot of guys not even, you know, being shown that we are, but ultimately, yeah, it's showing that, And then I think who's second is Mexican males, and
He
who is,
say though.
huh?
He said y'all are not most married. That's big cap.
No, who give out the most marriages? Like we willing to actually go and get married more.
Call him Munson man.
Yeah, who giving out most marriages? Yeah, you just look it up. You know what I'm saying? It says it right now. Because we're more lenient. Other races of men are not that lenient. You get what I mean? We're more willing to work things out and be considerate on a lot of things. You know what I mean?
Thailand got cakes too. Don't sleep. I've heard. I've
Oh
heard.
yeah, they do. I was just saying it. They go after the natural booty look, and it just looks better. You know what I
So they
mean?
got that jiggly jiggly, bro.
Oh yeah. It's more like how Brittany Renner. Have you ever seen her?
Yeah, I seen her.
Okay, that's how they booties is kind of shaped. You know what I'm saying? Like when they just hit the gym, and that's kind of like where you want to be a little bit more because they a little petite and you can kind of just manage them around. You know what I mean? Like so
Yeah.
yeah.
Shoot.
So he says, why do black women have the highest single mother rate?
Sure. I mean, just look it up. You know what I mean? I think the black males is just being shy of their true potential just because of how the market is and how it got set up from the beginning. You get what I mean? So I think that other races of men are just looking better because they had a better financial stride before us. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, who's second is Mexican Latino males, and who's third is white males, and whose fourth is Asian males. And they're just saying it because we're more lenient. We're more willing to accept a lot of things and just try and work things out and stay in the marriage and not just bail. You know what I mean? It's like, and I just think that black males just haven't seen our full potential because we haven't had that opportunity. You get what I mean? Especially with a wife that we can actually say, my wife is a wife,
So
rather than
Fred right here says black men are the weakest when it comes to dealing with women. Black men put up with more BS than any other race of women. That may be what those stats are based off of when you say we try to stay in the relationship longer.
yeah. We
We
try to
are
work it out. We try to, you know what I'm saying? So,
we're
so
trained.
once this information gets out though, this is where it's going to actually go into men only dealing with foreign women going overseas and just dealing with, and this is why it's going to be, you know, really
Well,
bad, really
that
bad.
is that statement is no longer relevant due to the fact that you now see more black men basically it's like the quote that Elijah Muhammad and Malcolm X said, there's peace and separation. Men are separating from their oppression in relationships to go over and find other to find peace in other relationships.
Yep, and
So
that's where you're gonna get.
so that statement is no longer relevant.
Yep, that's where you're gonna get. I'm trying to tell you, with going through so much stuff as a especially as a black man, going through so much stuff, you just want that extra piece that's gonna really, when you go home, it's peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And once a black man finds that, he's unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? He's really unstoppable. He really gonna be, for sure. And I think that's just shying us from a lot of potential on how great of a man we really are. We're just being, shorthanded a lot. You know what I'm saying? So once we get that, extra piece, you're gonna see, just like it's supposed to bring, inspiration. It's supposed to bring, motivation. Once you have, and I think I talked about it the last time, is that backbone. It just makes you feel like you can do anything. You know what I mean? When you got that piece and you got that person that's really backing you up 100% throughout whatever you doing, you're gonna really go far. You know?
So
Hmm.
let me take I gotta use the bathroom really quick, but we're gonna talk about flights here in just a second. I want to talk about the price of flights real quick. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, man. How you been overseas, bro?
Well, with me, it's hard with me because I'm disabled. I have seizures, so I need somebody to watch my back. That's
Oh,
why it's hard with me. So
okay, okay. I hear you.
I gotta, eventually I gotta get something that can remove my seizures for good.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah, you definitely don't want to go into a good situation with, problems that you didn't take care of. You know what I'm saying?
hmm.
So, you definitely want to make sure before you go over there, and acquiring all this, that all those things is in place, so you're not a burden or, so you can just basically live more of a happy life rather than something that you're dealing with because you didn't deal with it in the past. You know what I mean? And that's how
Yeah.
you want to live your life. You don't want to be holding on to something or something you don't want to have something holding on to you, which is your health or anything dealing with that. You know what I mean? To push you into where you actually want to be. You
Hmm.
don't want to be there. You got everything going and then something happens, you go into a seizure, and you just with this person, you guys on a great date, and you just wish that that date went so well, but because of your health, it just didn't. You get what I mean? You don't want that. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah. The deal is with me, I just like when I see how some of these countries are so like how much potential we have to live great lives in these countries. Like I heard that Gail Nelson told me that $1 in like $1 in Guyana equals 200 US dollars. I mean,
mhm.
no, $1 US equals 200 Guyana dollars.
I think in
Guyana
Thailand
peso.
right now, their money is called baht, almost like bucks. It's
Hmm.
called baht. So it's a little difference. And if you have about 4,000 or I think 5,000 or maybe just 6,000, you can pay off a whole year's of rent in Thailand.
Yeah, like some like that brother Brazil Yesh, he told me that
So if that's something you want
I,
to do, Austin, you know what I'm saying?
hmm?
Huh?
I said if that's something you want to do, man, you just save up, about five, and you'll be able to pay off a whole year's rent
Yeah,
over
like
there in Thailand.
$5,000 can pay off a whole year's rent. Like I remember when Austin said that you can live in an apartment for $400. That's what you said.
Yep. Yep.
Mhm.
So let's look right here. Because a lot of people are confused about. Well, they're not confused. We already talked about the lodging last time with the Airbnbs, but we want to talk about the flights. So let's say I'm going to Salvador, not first, but if you want to go to Salvador, Bahia, Brazil, and I recommend this, the Hopper. That's an app on the iPhone as well. Let's say you want to go November 1st. Come make 29th. Oh, you gotta download the app. Never mind. Let me go to Google.
And in case y'all brothers want to go to a new place, and if you want to learn the language, there's this app called Verbling, like Verbling, VERBLING, where you can get learn language during live sessions. Like it's
I,
I
I,
got it on my phone right now. Like you can
I,
just set up live session appointments and learn the
yeah,
language. Somebody will tutor you.
yeah. I mean, the women that's in Thailand are so friendly. They're willing to be patient. They're very, very patient women, and they're willing to actually get you to learning or to how to say their language. Like I've learned so many languages just off of friendly conversation. That's crazy. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
Like typically that's not even, you know, because they'll stop you like, oh no, no, because they'll start laughing like, no, that's not how you say it. No, this how you say it. And they just make it fun, a fun experience to learn a new language. And you just like, dang, I didn't know, you know, learning a new language would be this fun with somebody that's attractive. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I think Munson, man, he wants to smoke with you, but he ain't calling in. I've seen him before. He's been here often, but he's on your ass about this black man being the best
So
father.
I can send him the link, man. You know?
I dropped the call in link, man. You need to call in. I want to hear this one.
Yeah. He can just look it up. There's no smoke. Just look it up. You know, you're gonna have to you know, if you really want smoke, go up their heads about it. The ones who posted it. You know, it's not me.
Mm.
I mean, it's you can also see it in the coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to stay with our women. We really do. It's just that, are they wives? Are they something that's going to actually help us move through the future? And it's not. And this is why we bailing, because we don't have that strong support into where we really want to be or where we really want to go. You know? And I think that's what it is ultimately. And we just not getting that just because, you know, we are, you know, mostly at the bottom right now. You know, so and I go ahead.
What's going on, Kojo? Can't hear you.
Oh, your mic, bro.
Can't hear you.
You gotta probably restart.
Oh,
You
I'm
gotta
blocking
restart.
your bitch ass out here in the chat. You motherfuckers gonna quit playing with me like that.
Oh, what they say? What happened?
Motherfuckers keep saying I'm gonna die when I go to South America.
Oh shit.
Hey, that's probably peso, man. That's probably peso trolling in the chat, man. You
Well, the
know,
thing is, I've already been. You know what I'm saying?
you know about that Robin Peso dude, man. I don't have to diss guys like that, because if you see his picture and how he looks like, it's already a diss. You know, how he looks like is already a diss. You know, like that motherfucker is fucking ugly as motherfucker. You know, so it's like, so Austin, just keep doing your thing, bro. Keep traveling. Just ignore that piece of shit, because he is a piece of shit and he looks like a piece of shit. You know, just keep doing your thing. Keep traveling out there. You know, just enjoy your life. Hey, Austin, what I'm looking for from you is, you know, we want contents. Like when you get there, I know you say you're gonna get when you get there, you're gonna produce content, but content's like actually you speaking to the people, the views, the culture. Show us, like, you know, how the country looks like. You know, you can talk to the women, the people. Go on tours, do activities. I know you did that in Medellin, but it's like we want to see how it is. You know, like because I'm looking forward to it. I know you say you're gonna be, you know, out there in Thailand for, you know, for a couple of months, but you know, I'm looking forward to your contest. Keep doing your thing, man. Forget the haters. You got more supporters than haters. You know, like if you got 99% of people supporting you, then the other 1% hate you. Then that's a good ratio. You know, so you know, keep doing your thing. You know, I don't have anything else to say. Just like, you know, all I know is like Thailand. I heard very, very good things about it, man. I haven't been, but it's definitely on my bucket list, man. Places to visit and all that, man. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I actually just wrote that down when you said, because I wrote down get a first person view of conversing with, you know, people in that culture, rather than, you know, because I realized I didn't do that last time. I talked about it, but it would be cool if I could actually get that on camera, me actually just casually talking with the people down there.
Yeah, you know checking the effect how he does like
Yep.
so do use his kind of formula, and you don't have to use all check, but it's like you gotta pick out some points. But what he does is like what he does is very very clever. You know, he uses a good title. You know, he interviews the people. He shows you the views. You know, because it's like sometimes people is like we're visual. You know, we want to see how the place looks like. You know, how the food looks like,
Yeah.
how the views look like. Does it have tropical weather, mountains behind it, and all of that? So it's like people always want to see a variety of things. You know, you always want to have the content, like the watchers. You want to keep them engaged. You know, so it's like by doing that, changing it up, mixing it up, you know, you're gonna get more. Not only gonna get more views, you're gonna get more subscribers.
Yep.
You know, because checking the fact, I saw him grow from 40,000 all the way to he had 240,000 right now. Like 100,000 in less than a year, just by changing. And sometimes you also got to have a title that's gonna catch the people and all that. That's what I would do if I had a YouTube channel. But you're gonna be out there for so long. It's like you're gonna have an endless amount of contents.
Yeah.
You know, so I hope you get you do have like memory card, like trigger bytes of memory card. You take it out there and get the contents out there, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. Let me read this super chat really quick. Well, Borza says, Auston, how long are you staying in Thailand for? I will be there over 2 weeks, so I'll be there longer than 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna love it, Austin, man.
Gail says they keep saying you're gonna die overseas. It just shows their xenophobia. Anywhere outside the U.S. is poor, dirty, and dangerous. If anything, being in the U.S. as a black man is more dangerous. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely. Monster Man says to you, there's no need to call in. All I'm saying is the stats of single motherhood and abortion rates are insanely outspaced. They insanely outpace everyone. But yeah, I'm definitely going to get all that content because now, I mean, I have to. You know, I'm quitting my job to do this, so I have to get the content right. That's why I'm up here trying to figure out what y'all want, so that way I can get those views to stay out there, to keep getting content.
Austin, let me ask you this: what made you choose Thailand over Brazil? I know for the longest you were saying that you was going to go to Brazil, back to Brazil, but what made you, choose Thailand over Brazil? And salute to you, Kings and Dreams, by the way.
Thank you, man. Salute to you, man. Thank you, man. Salute to the panel, man. Salute to Austin, man. Salute, brother. Hey, did you get my email? Did it come through properly?
Yeah. Man, I knew I was forgetting something. I need to post it. Yeah, I appreciate that, but I didn't pick Thailand over Brazil. I'm going to Brazil after Thailand.
Oh, okay. That's even better, man. When are you gonna be out there?
Brazil?
Yeah.
November.
Till when?
I'm till forever.
Okay, so I'm pulling up then. I'm gonna pull up February.
I'll be there sure in February because I'll never miss another Carnival.
Okay, so and I heard they're supposed to have a fully open this year, so I'll pull up then. You know, so if you catch me in the beaches of Ipanema, Barra de Juca, because that's where I'm staying, Barra de Juca.
Let me show you something. Because I love Carnival. I went this year and they said it wasn't the full effect.
Yeah, because it was operating at 50%, I heard. But let me ask you this: Bahara, did you stay at Bahara de Juca the first time?
No, I went to Bahara de Juca, but I never stayed there.
Now, how was the vibe out there?
It's more American, like I would say, but it's still Brazil. It's not Americanized, but it just reminds me.
Would you recommend first timers to stay there?
No.
Why not?
Because it's going to remind you too much of home. It's still Brazil though, but it's going to remind you too much of home. Yeah, I would say.
But if I want comfortability, that's the thing. Is like modern. I'm not going to go to a third world country just to sleep in inside a hut. So it's like I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle. So you see what I'm saying?
Downgrading.
Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna stay in the favela doors. Like that's the thing.
You can't,
Is
but
it?
you can't stay in the favela even if you wanted to.
Yeah, but it's like, but the thing is like for me, it's like when I go abroad. And salute to you, the
So
art of will.
let me.
Salute,
Did
salute
you,
to the Pacific Northwest
did you see my
area.
Did you see my video I did the other day where I was showing the Airbnbs?
Yeah, but that's the thing is like I'm not gonna downgrade my lifestyle if I do go down there.
You
Like,
don't have to. But what I'm saying is, if you want that true Brazil experience, I wouldn't stay in Tijuca, buy it out Tijuca the first time. You could do
okay,
that.
so how about Copacabana? Well, now Copacabana, I heard a lot of things about the buildings being outdated and all that. And I'm not gonna take any risk on outdated buildings because we don't even know if it might collapse or we don't even know. So it's like, and that's the thing is like I was just saying, it's like you already get more bang for your buck when you travel to Brazil. So why stay in a mediocre apartment or Airbnb?
Well, I mean, we'll see. Here's the difference with me, and you're reminding me of DeSantos. So DeSantos, he says that he's bougie and he likes to pay top dollar, which is cool. I mean, yeah, no problem. But I don't mind staying. You know, I actually enjoy that outdated look because it's reminding me that I'm not in the States. Now, long term, when I want to do that, maybe not. But I don't mind. And for me, you know, I'm trying to stay cheap. I'm cheap. And you can't beat no $25, $30 a night. Because, I mean, for $150 a night in Brazil, you're living in some ridiculously nice shit. But, you know, for $150 a night, you are in some shit that will cost you.
I mean, I'm not gonna go there. I mean, for me, it's like some of the spots I found in Bada Zuki, it wasn't 150. It was like more in the ballpark of $90 per night to 120. You know, and it's like now I just want to get that modern feel. It's like I just want, you know, it's like I don't like I was saying, it's like I don't want to downgrade lifestyle. You know, I'm like it's like you go. It's like, for example, it's like you driving a super sports car that is very high on the high end and downgrading to Toyota Corolla, and you don't want to do that. You're gonna get a different feeling.
So, what would you say? What aspect?
I don't know what he's talking about.
What aspect would you say you are downgrading?
I don't know.
But that's the thing. It's like I'm not gonna go to a third world country just to downgrade in lifestyle. Like if I'm going to a third world country, I gotta live near where the rich Brazilians live.
You can do that. You can do that, but for a first time, I would say don't stay in Tijuca because you're not getting that true. It's still Brazil. Like I said, it's still Brazil. Nobody's gonna be speaking English like that over there. It's still Brazil. But in Copacabana, yeah, they're outdated, but the water is hot, the water runs, the electricity is fine. I don't think the only difference is the building is like old, but I mean it's secure.
And that's the thing, is like you can't take, here's the thing, man. You can't take any risk with old buildings and outdated buildings because you don't even know if you might collapse on you.
Oh.
I ain't worried about that part. I mean,
you don't even know if the elevator is gonna crash on you. You don't even know, because you gotta realize. You gotta realize this is hold on. You gotta realize this is third world countries, and certain, you know, they don't have certain regulations on certain things. Elevators and building codes. You know, it's like, so you got to worry about shit like that. So it's like, and that's why I'm saying is like, if I'm going to like Brazil, it's like I gotta stay in the best of the best great place where even the top 1% of Brazilians stay at. You know,
I think that's too far overthought, bro. Just go.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
never
saying?
thought
I
about
think
building
that I think that's more the thing is just go, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think that's too far thinking, bro. Right now, we just trying to solve an issue. There's an issue right now, and we just trying to solve that. When you get there,
okay, so
then
hold
criticize
on.
where you want to
What,
stay.
what's the issue?
When you get there, then
No.
criticize where you want to stay
You said there was an issue. So what's the issue?
with the women.
Oh, what woman?
The women in America. We're trying to eliminate.
Okay, but
having
here's
to-
the thing. But here's the thing.
Just go there, bro.
You-
That's all I'm saying.
No, I'm going there. But do you guys not realize that all women in the world, they all are the same?
Ooh, let me stop
Oh
you.
my.
Okay, now let me stop this.
Oh,
Let me stop
He
this.
doesn't know
because
what he's
people know
talking
on
about,
purpose.
bro.
Let me
I don't
stop
know
you
what he's talking
because yes, all women. Let's say this: all women, if they had the opportunity, would they act like the women in the States? Yes. If the women in Saudi Arabia, if they weren't under the culture, the laws, and the religion that they are under, would they behave like the women in the States? Maybe so. It's logically it makes sense, but that's not the reality.
Yeah.
We're
Damn.
living in reality. In these other countries, them behaving like American women is not a reality. I don't care about if they would do that. Could they do that? But they're not doing that. And they
I mean,
because
let me just set you an example in Brazil because I got a homie that just went to Brazil and
but
came back.
let me stop
And
you.
hold on.
We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that, man. We're not gonna do that. Come on, man.
You can't always talk
I mean,
to bro.
Austin, I'm your fan. Here's the thing, Austin, I'm with you. I get your rhetoric, but here's the thing: I'm also look. I'm a brother that travels, you know, and it's like I love the movement. I love what you guys are doing, but you guys got to realize, I care about you guys. Do not let these women take advantage of you, because don't think going in there thinking that, oh, she's more feminine, she's doing this or all that. But in all, you know, you got to realize they are all the same.
Okay, sir. Let's stop this here.
Goodness.
Let's stop this here. We're going to change it. We're going to change the subject because I've debunked this a lot of times.
Yeah.
I've debunked this a lot. I know you've been watching my content because I've seen you before, but you've heard me tell men just because they're feminine and beautiful does not mean you go down there blue pill.
Exactly.
Exactly. There you go. There you go. Okay, that's the part I agree on.
Wait your turn, man. They are still women. This shit can happen anywhere. Somebody said Jerron need to pull up.
Hey, Buck, you know hypergamy is worldwide, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing I was trying to mention to Kings and Dreams. That's the thing I was trying to mention to Austin. It's like these dudes.
Listen to what Austin just said, though. What Austin just said is that you can't go down there being a beta male. So you still have to have a mentality about yourself.
Exactly. And I hear stories constantly of dudes just going out there and simping for these girls. Yes. And that's the thing I'm trying to prevent. This simping.
Let's be honest, you can't prevent that. All we can do is try to cure. We can try to prevent it. I can tell y'all, I can't control y'all.
Yeah. No, it's like you have a platform, and you have some sort of influence, so you could theoretically prevent it.
No, I can, sir.
You got 25,000 followers.
Let me tell you something. You keep trying to talk me over by stuttering. I don't know why you keep doing that. I can get on this platform and tell white people to stop being racist. Just because I have 3 million followers does not mean white people will stop being racist. That does just because I'm no. Now that may help. That doesn't stop it. Now let me read a couple of these super chats before we continue on with this. Well, Brazil is not a third world country. It's not. It's a second world country. Brazil Life says, stop talking shit about my country. He said, you're not welcome there. He said that after that. I saw it. Salute to you, Austin, and the people on your channel, on your panel. Cheers. Salute to you as well. I appreciate that. Somebody said, where's Jerron at? Yeah, Jerron would have shut it down. But, man, look, we're going to have to change the subject. When I go to Brazil, Actually, when I go anywhere in the world, I'm not thinking about the damn building collapsing.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't even know what he talking about. Just go.
No. I am going. I am going, but I'm not staying. I'm not staying where the locals stay at.
Sir,
What's up, guys? How y'all doing? I'm trying.
hold on one second. We are not worried about the building collapsing. I'm in
No,
Dallas.
but you guys don't realize I'm not staying in the favela.
Look, I can't keep telling you to stop cutting me off, man. I'm in Dallas. I'm not worried about this building collapsing. Is it possible it can collapse in Dallas? Yes. I mean, that is such a random thought. But I mean,
too far.
We just had a condo in Miami, like 100+ people died because it collapsed. So that is a problem. These problems that y'all are telling us to worry about traveling, they all happen here. Sometimes worse. Like, oh, don't go down there and get finessed. Look at the fucking birth control scam. Not birth control, child support scam. That shit is bad here. You can get scammed anywhere.
Hey, Austin, can I say one thing to buck travel? You know the condo in Miami collapsed.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
And you know why? The reason why it collapsed? Because they had a poor regulations. Imagine it happened in Miami. I know it happened in Miami, and now what's going to happen in a third world country like Brazil? So you got to. So the point. No. The point I'm trying to say is like you, as a traveler, you got to stay in the best of the best place where the top 1% of Brazilians stay at.
You're paying more to stay. Okay, so you're paying a lot more to stay in Ipanema. From what I understand, Ipanema is the most expensive area in Brazil.
Austin. Hold on. Somebody in the comments said he watches too much Final Destination. Like, that's
that is very random. Go ahead, Will. Let me.
And guys, I'm going there. That's the thing. It's like I'm going there. But it's like the places I'm staying, I'm gonna be picky with it. You know, I'm gonna be picking it up. And just before then, I'm gonna be going to Peru. You know, and I know Art of Will. You said I think earlier, last couple weeks ago, you said keep me posted on Peru.
Yes.
But I'm going there just before my Brazil trip. You know, and I travel. You know,
I'm in Peru right now.
So the Peru thing, yes, I do have an interest in that, but of course, as I'm getting more knowledge on digital nomad visas, they don't offer it. You know, it's still a place I look to stop in. But again, you can't really bag on Brazil because Brazil it's very night and day with different cities and different neighborhoods. You go to Sao Paulo is pretty much New York of Latin America. So I don't understand this shade that people throw against Brazil. It's not. It's part of the BRICS. You know, they have a huge what is it? They're rich in oil. You know, they're part of the BRICS. The Brazil, I forgot what the R stands for.
Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa.
Yeah, Brazil, Russia, China, India, South Africa. Yeah. So I don't understand this, you know, and if you really want to throw a country that's, you know, third world, but that's still a popular destination and it's still expensive, you know, and not to throw shade at Dominican Republic, but you can look at that, you know. I'm not trying to throw shade at it. I'm just making a comparison. But if you go to Punta Cana, it's expensive there. I don't know why it is.
Definitely, U.S. prices there.
So Ipanema, you know what I mean? You're paying New York prices if you want to live in Ipanema.
We got BMT here. Let me read a couple of these super chats real quick before we bring you in. Rio Carnival 2023. Appreciate that super chat. Dude, just don't go if you're that scared. Just stay home. You'll end up getting on people's nerves. Yeah, I would agree. The Spanish built some of the best architecture. All these allegations is the type of tourist that goes abroad and eats at a chain restaurant. Brazil is second world, sir. Guyana is third world. We have Marriott's and Church's Chicken. Absolutely. So, and Church's Chicken is not any moment. I've never heard of that concern that the building is going to fall down unless if it was having bricks just falling out the side or something. I don't think about buildings falling. I would be more concerned about the airplane crashing. And that has
just live under a fine Brazilian woman G-string. because if it fall on you, that's more worth it.
Yeah.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I'm in Peru right now. I just wanted to rebut what Buck is saying, man. I mean, I get what you're saying. You don't want to stay in the favelas, right? But I'm in like a very modern apartments for $1,000. Very modern apartments. It's not a big concern. That shouldn't be on your list of concerns when you're traveling, bro. Just pick a nice spot that got security, and you good, man. The building, if you can't psych yourself out, man. You think something into existence, the damn building falls on you. Like you can't be thinking that 24/7. You know what I mean? Like you gotta. Some things just don't matter, you know, when you're traveling. Yeah. Just pick a nice spot. You know, you can look at the area on Google Maps, Street View, and you good. You good to go.
I'm gonna ask.
Oh, okay. Now let me ask you a question. I know you said you're in Peru, but I'm about to head there in a few weeks or so. What part of Peru are you staying at, and have you been to other cities?
Right now, I'm in Lima. I'm in the metropolitan area. I'm in what would be like downtown in any modern city where banks and big buildings are. I've been to some of the other cities. I mean, but it's the same as Brazil or Colombia. You know, you got an area that's very modern, and then you got the hood. You know, the hood is you know, you kind of pay you pay whatever spot you get. You know, the reason why you're paying that much is because you're sheltered away from all of that stuff that you're talking about, like buildings collapse. In the favelas in Brazil, probably some buildings might collapse. But if you're staying in a reasonably modern area and you're paying the right price, that the reason why you pay to stay at a nice spot is so that you're sheltered away from that type of stuff. And bro, you're talking about regulations, bro. These countries are not 20, 30 years behind. They build buildings the same way they build buildings in the United States.
I think you're trolling by doing that one, man.
I also wanted to throw in something on Brazil. I just did my research. So they have the 12th highest economy. They rank number 12. Now, my question to you, Buck, is do you think South Korea is a third world country?
I think he muted.
Hey, Buck, unmute yourself.
Yeah, my bad. I was speaking. I mean, I haven't done any research in South Korea, so I can't speak about it.
You didn't do any research on Brazil either. If you thought the building was gonna fall down.
I mean, I did on Brazil. I did.
All right. So I lived in Korea for about 5 years. I can tell you that it's not a third world country. You can even do a research on Google, and it'll tell you it's not a third world country. Having said that, they are neck to neck in the economy rankings. As a matter of fact, I think Brazil even passed them to move ahead of them. So if a country has about the same, it ranks about the same as another country like South Korea, I don't think that would qualify as a third world country. I think that would qualify as a country that's part of the G20.
I'm gonna be honest. When I travel, I think the only people that really use the third world talking points are people that's trying to discourage us, man. You know?
Yeah.
I don't hear a lot of people with channels, you know, really recognizing these countries saying, oh, you know, I'm going to Brazil, third world country. I think that's really a bad talking point because I'm not gonna lie, man. The apartment I have here is way better than the apartment that I had in the States for less money. So I don't see it as a third world country when I'm traveling to these countries. Now, yeah, they have third world problems, but I don't really try to categorize them. You know, that's when you kind of put yourself in a bad mindset, I think.
Yeah, third world that's a rude, that's like an insult. Yeah, but let me read a couple of these super chats. I want to hear from BMT real quick. Glad you caught that flight. Keep making moves, bro. Appreciate that super chat. Tell him don't worry about the infrastructure because black men built the infrastructure all over Latin America and America during slavery. Yeah. So depend on your ancestors. Go ahead, BMT.
Okay, I'm just kind of tuning in. So I guess Buck Travel, I'm not sure if Buck Travel friend or foe, by the way. I've been getting on him about that lately because he be over there fraternizing with the enemy sometimes. But and what up, panel? What up, everybody? Kings of Dreams.
What's going on? What's going on?
Will,
Salute.
What's up, man? What's up? Hey, man. I was trying to get you on there, but he told me no. So
hey, I ain't worried about that cat.
I was trying. I got to get your WhatsApp because I didn't want you to think I didn't see it because I saw you say, "Man, let me up there," and then I sent him a message in the private chat. And Austin, I think you seen it too. He was like, "Nope."
Lucario?
Yeah. I ain't worried about it. Lucario be ducking me, man. But as far as the infrastructure, I stayed in Brazil for close to a year. It's definitely not third world. It's not third world. And Brazil, in comparisons to like Colombia, it's pretty safe. I was living in Barra da Tijuca. That's like the Orlando of kind of like Rio a little bit. It's kind of like the suburbs. But I will say that it's not third world. I think Gail was right when she put it on the head when she said it's second world. But as an Americans, we know we kind of spoiled by like the little things. We don't think about the little things like AC. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole building AC would go out, and you ask them, you say, "Hey man, it's 100 degrees outside. We gonna get the AC on?" And they say, "Oh, maybe 48 days." You like 48 days? You know, stuff like that. It's like it's the little things that kind of annoy you. There's no dryers out there. You're gonna have to, air dry all your stuff. Little things like that. Just little things that could kind of at some point after a while maybe irritate you a little bit. But it's no buildings ain't gonna fall on you or anything like that. I mean, you gotta keep in mind, man. Brazil is one of the most beautiful landscapes in the world, hands down, man. I mean, it's beautiful out there. So you are gonna spend a lot of time outside more so because you have to. I mean, their AC goes out all the time. The internet goes out all the time. The power goes out sometimes, and it's not a big deal. Versus when you're in America, you complaining, you're doing all types of stuff, calling in to all types of organizations or whatever to get your stuff situated. In Brazil, it's just like, it's not a big deal. So I do agree with that. But as far as the infrastructure, it's not as good as America, but at the same time, I mean, you're paying so much less, and in some cases, you got a beach view. I mean, the ocean is really like a skip away. So you got to kind of, just make that adjustment. But it is, like I say, it is little minor things that can kind of, after a while, irritate you. Like month number 4, number 5, you be like, damn, I wish I had a dryer. You know what I'm saying? Damn, I wish I had some AC today. Little things. But other than that, man,
there's give and takes to it. There's give and takes.
Yeah, I enjoy living in Brazil. I don't see myself really just moving there long term because Brazil got like a lot of little red tape as far as like entrepreneurship. They really want Brazilians to own the businesses out there, per se. For me personally, I like living in Thailand and Colombia.
Oh yeah, Thailand is nice.
You got Ronnie Petit.
I've seen some of them little apartments there. That's nice.
Give me 1 second, G. I'll let you go. Hold on 1 second. Let me read this. Get this out of the way real quick. Ryan Petit says, "Enlightened Western men, Will and Austin, stop with your nonsense and tell me how much money to give the girls to talk to me and how much to pay for dating coaches. Don't be jealous of real stuff."
Okay.
What?
I appreciate that. Yeah, he always comes through with a super sarcastic super chat.
Okay, he's been sarcastic. I got you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He always does that. Yeah.
I wanted to interject if I can.
Okay.
Okay, I've been to the UK. I was traveling over there throughout the pandemic or whatever. I had a woman over there, and one thing I do try to encourage people to do is travel to that side of the planet first. Go there first before you start, because we're on this side of the planet, and just get an insight and an interview of being over there. Because I'm gonna tell you, when I was in the UK. Yeah, there's pretty women in Brazil and all that. I've never been there, but I've been to Europe. And the German women, you probably won't want to come back. You know what I mean? When you go to Italy, you won't want to come back. The UK, the same thing. And it's like when you travel on that side of the planet and you go to Brazil and all that, your whole experience is different. You look at it completely different. So it's like you got to broaden your options.
I agree with that, man. I agree with that because, my first trip was to Colombia. Totally different experience. You know what I mean? I'm in Peru right now. And, I've been trying to really gauge Peru. And, honestly, in the 3 months that I've been here, they not really used to seeing well-off black brothers like that. Like the black people, the political situation here, they're all Afro-Peruvians. But to what the brother's saying is there's different social demographics depending on where you're going. So you do have to get around. You do have to get around a little bit. I won't say Peru's bad for brothers, but it just depends. You gotta branch around and see what spot is best for you.
And the better you understand it, the more culturally you're accepting to people. So it's like in the UK, like we call them sweatsuits. They call them jumpers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a different culture, but the better, when I seen earlier, I was looking at Auston's live earlier, and people were talking about, this is dangerous, and I'm like, it's only dangerous if you want it to be dangerous.
Let me ask you this, bro. Like, I'm in Thailand, and Thailand is full of UK and Europe dudes. So why do they decide to leave the UK to go to Thailand and Southeast Asia if it's
you asked
feminism?
You asked the perfect question, man.
Like all these guys out here are from Europe. They be having their little European beefs and everything out here.
Can I answer that question? Could I answer that question? Hey,
please,
BMT, good, huge fan of yours as well.
Appreciate it.
So, have you guys heard of the gambler, Richard La Ruina?
I haven't heard of him personally.
From Europe?
So the trend of dating coaching, actually, he was a PUA before he transitioned into becoming a dating coach. He got his passport before this became big. This was done like 6 years ago. You know what he went on Good Morning Britain in front of Piers Morgan and his two female co-hosts, and he literally told them that British women are fat, entitled, and lazy, and unattractive.
I heard they got bad teeth too. I don't know how true that is, but
no.
Than they are.
Let me tell you about the teeth thing, and I'm gonna answer the same question. The reason why the Europeans leave over there because American women has so much of an influence on the other cultures of women. The UK is probably number one that follow the trend of women here. So when you go over there, you can find something solid, but you're gonna come across majority of the women trying to do things that they do in America. And I've come across that myself. I was engaged over there. I was living over there. And I swear, she was from Hackney, the same place Idris Elba is from. And it was no different than dealing with a girl that, where I live at now in Compton. It was utterly no difference. But the influence that the women from here had on her impacted the entire relationship.
That's crazy, man. You know why that's crazy? Because look at Thailand, right? And I'm pretty sure Auston is going to see that there's a whole bunch of European guys out there, but are they catching the same flack as we are for doing the same thing?
Yes.
I don't think so. Maybe they are. I don't see the videos, but it's an interesting thing that to me, honestly, every man is going to travel. He's going to travel. If the women in his local area are not cooperative, he's going to travel.
Yeah. Well, I can interject with that as well. And the reason why you got a lot of UK men, if you look at Idris, the woman he's with now is not even from the UK. Okay. So the reason why they're traveling is because the women have over there adopted the American culture. And not only that, they're on the same path. Like, hey, you got to make money. You got to be the top 10, top 5, whatever, top 1%. That's what they're wanting. And I'm gonna tell you, if you Google Pearl, she's out there. She's an American. Used to play volleyball, basketball, all that. She's actually interviewing these women. You'd be surprised. You would swear up and down when she's interviewing these UK women. You would think they were American women. They're saying the same stuff, and that's forcing the men to like, hey, I don't want to deal with that. So they're going to these countries that they see Americans are going to and trying to get away from that. Like, I go to Mexico often. My girl's in Mexico. And it's a lot of Europeans there. a lot of UK people, a lot of Europeans, and a lot of Americans. So it's just, I don't know.
Yeah,
To
I
me,
don't
it's
know,
just,
bro.
it's
I don't
cultural.
know about UK, man. My guy 1MT, he's had some good videos about UK, but it's not really on my list because I'm trying to avoid that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Any inkling of that
Right.
feminism stuff, I'm trying to avoid that. You feel me? So
Right.
Men
you
are
know, any
running
inkling.
away.
They just got a
from
female
feminism, bro.
prime minister. The queen just died. I'm good.
Men
You're right.
are running away from feminism, bro. All
Absolutely
over the
right.
West, bro.
And that's why I was
Canada,
saying,
Let me
UK, all
interject
that.
real quick, Todd. Let me interject so I read a couple of super chats real quick, and I'll let you finish. Gail says she keeps getting on your smoke detector. I think that's you up there, Gio. With that smoke detector. They've been on that smoke detector for about an hour. Whoever has ringing live, ringing lives in a second world apartment. Yeah. Somebody in a first world country, but hasn't changed the damn smoke alarm.
yeah, now I hear it.
Colonized shit.
Damn.
Yeah, I saw that. I would never support Austin. The more men's lives he saves, the less money I can give women for their bills, and will everyone is tired of your honesty. Appreciate those super chats. What's going on, Travelversity? He's
Damn,
a top
Will.
too out there with Have you seen him since you've been out there, BMT?
Oh, that's my man's right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hang all the time. Yeah, my boy Ja.
Yeah, I'll be at the. Damn, that's okay. Yeah, so I had to meet up with you and Zuna, Thailand, and him when I get out there.
Oh, yeah.
Where you coming, bro?
Oh,
Where you
yeah.
pulling up?
Wait,
Oh,
Austin,
yeah.
they saying that what?
Oh,
They
yeah.
hear the smoke detector? What's going on?
Yeah, the smoke detector's going on. Hey, Austin, you know Taylor Made Dreams is out there too.
Taylor-made
What, so-
dreams. Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, he
Write that down.
he did a live with Richie Mack earlier this morning.
When you pulling up, Austin? When you coming out here?
I'll be out there Tuesday.
Oh, snap!
Hey, but you going to Bangkok though, right? You going to Bangkok, y'all?
I'll be in Bangkok first. I'll be in Bangkok for a couple days, and then I'm gonna be in Pattaya for a while.
Hey, BMT, you gonna be out there? You gonna be out there in April for Songkran or no?
I don't know how long I'm gonna be out here this long, man. I might be somewhere else, bro. To be honest with you.
Hey,
I might be
must
back in
hearing
Colombia or
things.
something.
Yeah, I can't hear my smoke detector.
Buck travel.
I like that stream you did too, Austin.
Hey, BMT.
Buck travel.
Pull up in Brazil in
Mike.
February, bro.
You don't hear
Pull up. I'm sorry. Pull up. What now?
Pull up in Brazil in February, bro.
I might be in Brazil around that time. Yeah, I love bringing the New Year in Brazil, man. If anybody in Brazil, January, around that New Year, it's dope, bro. Definitely check it out.
And also,
because I'm heading over there during that time, man.
Also, I want to explain to people about flight details. Like you can do them layovers. Like when I was traveling to the UK, right? I was traveling like 4 times a year, 3 times a year, or whatever. I would take the 72-hour layover, so it would put me in Canada. So I would get like a cheap hotel, whatever. Explore Canada. It's a spot near the Niagara Falls that do chili cheese spaghetti. It's really good. Then from there, I would fly past the UK. Either I would land in Italy or Paris, right? You stay there for 72 hours before you go into the UK. Makes your flight a lot cheaper. My flights were like $400 to $600 just because of those layovers. So
yeah, I got a pro tip for Thailand too, man. I don't know how you booked Austin, but if you brothers check on Skyscanner right now, if you fly to LAX, probably depending on where you at, that's going to be about a $200 flight. You fly to LAX, you paying $500. To go directly, I'm back in DC. My home is in DC. But to fly from East Coast to Thailand, it's like $1,500, $1,200.
Yeah.
So right now I'm in Peru. I'm thinking about it, but I don't know. But I thought that was crazy, man. You fly to LAX, $500. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, you can even fly to Dallas too. I flew to Dallas from North Carolina, and it was cheaper too. But yeah, LA. If you fly anywhere towards the West Coast, but yeah, definitely Cali is gonna go down.
I'm going straight from
and
here.
when you leave Thailand, you can fly back through Cali too.
And it works vice versa. And that's why I was saying when I went into Canada, you know what I mean? I was there 72 hours. That whole round trip was like $400 and something during the pandemic. You know, so it's like if you get those layovers, you go experience different places you've never been. I mean, the first time I flew to the UK, I ain't gonna lie to you, man, it drove me crazy. I was on that plane for 12 hours. I went to sleep, I wake up, I'm still on the plane. I was going crazy. I'm like, I don't want to do this again. I don't want to do that again.
Yeah.
And then I started learning if I did take a straight flight like that, I learned to take the night crew. I'm like, I can't do that long on the plane, man.
Fly through at nighttime, but I'm not going through California. I'm going from here to the Middle East, then to Thailand.
Yeah, you going to like Doha?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Damn.
Hey, watch the prices in Doha, man. I mean, I think I paid like $40 for a plate of chicken in the airport, bro.
Damn.
So watch them prices.
Wow.
Oh, 40 bucks. Man, I'm gonna get some peanuts.
Yeah, they didn't have the currency exchange up, so I assumed that it's not gonna be that much money, right? It's some chicken or something. But yeah, it was like $40, man. So
and you know I've been to Germany, man, because I like their soccer team, Bayer. You know what I mean? So I've been there, man. I bought this in Germany, so I've been there. You know,
you must like the West, bro. Like you all
Is that Baron Munchen?
Yeah, in the West. Heavy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You got to get to South America, bro.
Hey, I'm trying, man. That's why I'm listening to Austin. I'm listening to you guys, and I wanted to come in because now it's like I want to see this side of the world that I've never seen.
Can I give you a rebuttal on the UK? You know what they say about the UK, right?
No.
You can't spell cuck without the U and the K.
That's crazy.
Hey, don't get me wrong.
Hey, you know what's funny though, bro? I'll tell you what's funny. Like seeing like the European guys be beefing out here in Thailand. Like they got this thing. John know. Like they be beefing like with all this stuff. You be like, damn, y'all be beefing too. Like,
they beef a lot over there, bro. They beef a lot.
Yeah,
they be clicked up. They clicked up a lot too.
Yeah, I heard, man. That's why I was kind of worried about Thailand, man, because I heard, man, it's some passport Henrys out there that's hoax smashing and shit. You know what I mean? So you gotta watch yourself in them clubs. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you.
I don't have no idea what you mean, man. Who is that? Who just said that?
No. So you know, Aaron, you've been in Colombia, right? You see how them guys used to go crazy in parque areas, right? Indian dudes, all them dudes doing the max. Is it the same in Thailand or?
You talking about like the little steroid dudes? Yeah, they got some steroid dudes.
Yeah. They do. It's a few dudes out here that
hey, no, I can touch on that.
Leave us alone.
Them privileged people, them white people, right? They go to all these different countries. Like I was in Mexico, they get their ass kicked out them countries. You'll never hear about no brothers going through them issues. They get out there, they get drunk, and they think they can do the same thing from their country. See, we learn to adapt. When we go to different places, like Austin, he been to different places, you adapt to that culture. They don't want to adapt to different cultures. And that's why they be having them issues.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question for Austin. Where you staying at in Bangkok? Are you staying close to like the MBK area, the Nana Plaza area? Like where you staying at?
I'm not even sure. Let me see.
The reason why I was saying that was because I enjoyed that stream, man, when you did the Airbnbs. I got a list right now on Bangkok, man, and it's nice out there, man. The prices are crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Bangkok is only place I think more expensive than Bangkok is Phuket. Like I just went to Phuket. It was mad expensive, but there's some pretty cheap places in Bangkok too, though. Like when I go out there, I stay in this spot called the Citrus. It's not too bad if you're gonna stay there for like 3-4 days. Pretty good hotel. It's right. It's close to like a lot of stuff. So
it's near Chinatown.
Oh, okay, I know where that's at. Yeah, that's nice.
But the prices went up after the pre-pandemic or whatever they want to call it. But I was supposed to go to Thailand in 2020, the summer of 2020. And it wasn't far as expensive as it is now. Just to travel anywhere now is expensive. So you got to book your. That's what I'm saying. Doing those layovers in another place will be a lot cheaper. and experience that.
For the brothers that are in Thailand right now, what are you all seeing, man? As far as Thailand just opened up completely, you got they legalized cannabis. Like, what are you guys saying? Are you seeing a lot of guys coming out there right now? Is it a wave or
it's getting heavy out here now?
Yeah,
bro.
it's a lot of people. When I got out here, it was a ghost town. Like when I got to Pattaya, it was a ghost town. There was nobody here. Like
That's the Pattaya I fell in love with right there.
Yeah, it was
half
actually
empty
dope.
clubs and bars. It was
right.
dope, bro.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm kind of like that's why I'm like, yo, man, maybe now is the time to strike, because I don't know if you guys were I don't know, Aaron, I think he was in Colombia during when they had COVID restrictions. It was the best.
Yeah, that's when I got here.
I was going crazy in Colombia, man. We couldn't even leave the building. I was like, oh man, what they call that? Cabin fever. I had cabin.
Oh yeah, you know, when they had the lockdowns.
Yeah, you couldn't even go to the grocery store, man. They was checking IDs, but I think the overall experience when it wasn't that many people there, it was just so much more better. It was just more, it
was much safer.
I mean, it's hard to explain.
It was much safer.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, tourism definitely picking back up though. You can see it from when I got here to now. It's like you can definitely see the huge increase in tourism that's coming back.
Would you say now is a good time to go, or what do you say as far as Pattaya, Bangkok? Like, do you think now is the time to go if you're going to go for a first time?
Yeah, I think you're good. I think you should still come. I still don't think it's back to where it was before pandemic levels. It's getting back to there, but I think it's still at a point where it's manageable and you can still have a good time out of it.
But that's what I'm saying, where you have to learn how to book your flights. You might have to take a layover somewhere to have a cheaper flight, but also experience wherever you're going to have that layover at. I think it's a good idea. If I, was paying $475, $600, and I get to see all these different places along the way to my destination, you got to look at it like that. Don't just think of a straight flight there. But let's just say you want to, travel to Thailand, stop somewhere else, get a cheap ass hotel, but your flight is cheap. Because I'm going to tell you that economy, traveling that far, man, it's like the chairs we sitting in right now.
Yeah, I think
it's positives and negatives to that. I think, like, brother, you got to have your, like, when I first went out, you got to have your money together. Like, I think the layover thing is good too, but also you got to have your money together to be able to just, book a straight flight. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but I think that's a good thing too, though, because you might could stop somewhere and, see something that you never saw before. Right. But make sure your money's straight. Don't be penny pinching. You know what I mean?
Right.
Also,
never travel like that, especially if you're going outside of the country. You don't never want to travel. Like, I was living off crypto from 2016 until now. Obviously we can't really make money off of it unless you got a lot of money to play with. But I was literally living off crypto while I was in the UK. I got accepted to Brunel College over there, Oxbridge, London. I was staying in Chelsea, Crystal Palace, all these places. And the crazy part about it is I'm in the automotive industry. They only give us certificates here, certificates of completion. There they give you a master's and a bachelor's in automotive. So that's another thing I try to tell people, and that's why I get on people about when they talk about Auston. They think it's all about the women, but they don't really listen to what he's saying. He ain't over there for sex. He ain't trying to do that. He ain't trying to do that. I literally went over there purely because the education is so given that in the UK, the people, if you get a master's and a bachelor's in a career that's demanding, they will pay you for it. They don't do that in the United States. If you get
not at all.
A master's and a bachelor's, you got motherfuckers, managers and district managers at McDonald's and shit. I mean, come on. Like,
I'm really interested, man, to see where the content goes with Auston, man. Once you touch down in Thailand, one of my other favorite YouTubers, 1MT, man, to see him actually out in the field, it's a totally different experience as a subscriber, as a viewer, man. So I'm really interested to see, man, when Auston touched down. And that's why I said, man, honestly, I was thinking about going out to Brazil, man, because I do video work and it would just be the amount of the stuff that I'm seeing on one MT page, and not to be promoting this stuff heavy, but you know the women there are so much open. You know, Colombia, they're not as open. You know, they're not as open to videos. But in Brazil, man, it's looking really nice for someone who has a creative drive, creative interest. So I'm interested to see, man, where the channel goes, man, for real.
Yeah, I think, man, I think this is going to be like a big takeoff because you got a lot of OGs. Well, not a lot, but you got OGs that's there. Like you got BMT that's there, TaylorMade that's there, Zuna Thailand that's there. Big Boss is supposed to be going in a couple of weeks. And I know before I had got on the panel, you guys were talking about having boots on the ground, having people like show you around and stuff like that. So you'll like, I think Big Boss, this is what his third time going over there, and BMT, I think this might be like your fourth or fifth, something like that. I can't remember, but you got experienced people, so you're gonna have opportunities to make a lot of good content, bro.
Yeah, and not only that, but also the fact that we seeing these big content creators like BMT, like Auston, 1MT, all the guys that's putting all the guys out there. I'm not going to just say the main ones, but we seeing these people link up out here. It's really a great thing. It's a big thing when you seeing them link up out there and create content together.
Yeah,
absolutely. I forgot about Chocolate Man in Thailand. Now this guy goes everywhere, like everywhere. I mean, every day, like he's out doing some sort of venture, and he's pictures, video, all that stuff, man.
Yeah, the beauty of all this is you meet a lot of people in so many different countries. Like I've met a lot of people in different countries. Like I met Aaron in Colombia. We basically been everywhere basically together the whole time since I met him. And you know, Barber World, and you know, Big Boss, like you were saying, met him in Brazil. It's like you meet so many people in passing, and you build relationships with them, and you know, you always gonna end up linking back up because we all traveling, we all seeing the world. So you might meet somebody here, link up with them in another place, you know.
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man, because honestly, I started traveling solo. A lot of dudes back in the States, man. I'm gonna be honest, they not even really built for it, you know. And the link up with brothers outside the country that got the exact same mindset as you, you know, that's a blessing. You know what I mean? Because that's a lifelong friendship that you create, you know, while you're experiencing something, you know. So I really that's definitely true, man. And I've been trying to do that. Peru's dead. I ain't gonna lie, man. I haven't seen a brother since I've been here 3 months. But Colombia, I ran into a lot of brothers that's doing big stuff. Brazil seems hot to me. You know, I'm thinking that might be the next move, you know.
Yeah. Brazil.
Let me read a couple of these super chats real quick for y'all respond. Dealing with stress in the matrix is not worth my time. I'd rather go travel the world, find mangoes on my mind. Brazil, I said, gringos in Brazil have a reputation of hooking up with ugly Brazilian girls and swearing their dimes, but hey, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I would agree to that. Finally, my house is up for sale, $490,000 in Utah. Got my letter from HR to remote in Brazil. Sending my letter to consultate for my work visa. Haven't traveled in 5 months. I'm twitchy. Congratulations. Sorry.
Oh, you good, bro?
Eventually, I can bounce to get some caramel Latina draws in Colombia and other South American countries.
And my thing is, I want to say one thing.
One second. Colombia, Thailand, Japan, Italy, France, Austria, Brazil, DR, Philippines, and Dubai. The simps are ruining the DR and Brazil. We will have the remainder of my life on the real. Oh, he's saying Brazil will have the remainder of his life. I thought he said the simps.
Man, there's simps in Colombia too, and you know, I'm a Medi head, man. But damn, there's a lot of simps there, man.
There's simps everywhere, man. You're never gonna escape the simps.
Right.
No, I know, but I remember when you guys were talking about like the pandemic. Now, I came like when they started letting people back in, so I didn't have that I didn't have cabin fever, but man, like after they started like opening stuff up, and then like and where my apartment is right down the street from Parque Edes, and then I see a video like a few months ago where people throwing money in the air. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, you read my mind on that one, bro. Because I tell you, during the pandemic, that's why I said it's good when it might be good sometimes when there's not a lot of people there, because man, like the prices in Colombia and these places just go crazy when these dudes with no discipline go over there, man, and just start throwing money in the club. They start, really inflating prices, man. And kind of, I watched the video, man. It's like you gotta be your own traveler. You can't even stress too much about whatever dude's doing. You gotta be your own traveler. If you're someone who's not over there doing that, I just stay away from them. You know what I mean? I don't link with everybody I'm out there with, and that's a big tip.
But most important is, like, I traveled. I've been to Germany. I've been to all these other places. Like, I never liked soccer before, but I'm telling you, this is my favorite soccer team. Bears my favorite soccer team. You have to adapt to the culture that you're gonna be around. You don't want to go out there doing American shit. You want to do what they doing. So even if you got money, inject yourself into their culture and their life. You can't go over there doing that American shit. You gonna find yourself hurt. There's some YouTubers that been over there that lost their life in Colombia, Brazil, and places.
Hey, I've
been traveling since 2019. So I've been doing this for a long time. I just never got a chance to be on this side of the world to travel. But you got to adapt to that culture.
Like, do you see?
That's facts.
Do you see a lot of brothers or people in general out there in Thailand that just lose themselves? You know what I mean? Because you go to this place where it's Candyland, right? You know what I mean? What's your take on that? You know what I mean?
When I first got to Thailand, I was kind of shocked that I saw other ethnicities of people doing some of the dusty stuff they talk about we do. You feel me? But that kind of gave me a well rounded. I said, okay, they got dusty people in every culture. You know what I'm saying? Just ain't us.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So yeah, Thailand will really open your eyes because it's so much different than Colombia and Brazil. Really, because most of the time you're gonna run into other Americans or other from America, but in Thailand you running from all types of walks of life from all over the world. So
and I ain't gonna lie, man,
it hurt at the world.
It hurt in 2020. I was supposed to fly out there the summer of 2020. Me and the ex-fiance from London, we were supposed to go there. But the lockdown, man, they had to refund our flights, all this other stuff, man. It hurt that I couldn't go there. I want to go to Thailand so bad.
No, they was taking it serious. They was taking their lockdowns and stuff serious. Man.
Right. I could not go. Like, I booked the flight early. We were supposed to go. And I get the email like
same thing happened to me, man. That's why I'm interested to see the footage out there, man. I'm watching Aaron's stuff too, man. He posting a lot of good stuff, but I'm interested to see what Auston got, because I really Bangkok, Thailand was going to be my first choice, man, to travel, man. I ended up going to Colombia, but like I was saying, man, they had that you had to stay in the government hotel for 2 weeks for $2,000. I was not doing that.
I was in the UK as well. I had to do that.
These real quick. Andre says, "Keep up the good work, gentlemen. I appreciate this super chat." He also says, "I just saw 4 brothers from the States walk past him like I was invisible. Can't tell who's a simp or not. Therefore."
Hey man, hey Andre, happy birthday, brother! Salute to you.
Oh yeah, happy birthday,
happy birthday, bro!
Today's his birthday today.
Happy birthday,
Although I am a veteran traveler, I take all your advice, but DR is no longer for me because of the simp culture. But be careful.
I gotta interject in that real quick. They Americanized, bro. It's a wrap. Anybody I know that went to the DR, that's what I wanted to go to at first, right?
Personally, I love a DR. Personally, I love Sasua.
DR is nice.
All y'all guys go to Sasua.
Immediate.
But the women, them prostitutes, they didn't put themselves in a prostitution situation. That most of them women out there, because I was hitting them up, I was talking to them. I had homeboys that went over there. We was talking. Man, you start talking about dollars, they do whatever. I'm gonna be quite frank, because I'm old school. I'm damn near 40 years old. I'm like Tupac. I don't want it if it's too easy. Like when do you get a female where you got to get at her? Why is she so aggressive? I don't want no aggressive woman, and I ain't trying to pay no woman for something that's natural anyway.
Yeah, I'm good.
DR is
I'm good
off
on
limits
DR,
right
man.
now,
DR.
man.
I know cats that's in DR, but I'm good on DR, man. Just if you YouTube it, it just looks like some American fuckery to me. I'm sorry to cuss, but dudes are out there 10 deep chains. I'm good. I don't want to be around that. I don't want to be around that. That's what
100%
attracts
correct,
that.
brother.
I don't want to
That
judge DR just by like the tourist areas
100%
like
correct.
Stua. You know what I'm
I
saying?
won't say that. You're right.
Like DR,
But here's the thing though,
got
Aaron.
some
Here's the
gems in
thing though,
DR,
Aaron.
bro.
How is it in Thailand? Because I heard in DR you got to mess with pros, and in
That's
Thailand,
not
how
true.
is the reception with the women? Because Austin said he ain't trying to mess with no pros, but I want to know the truth. Like, is it as easy? Is it as easy as brothers is making it seem, or is there some catches to that? Like,
no, not at all, man. Thailand, the women are dusty. They ain't got no booty. Don't come to Thailand.
They do got booty. Hold on.
Thailand.
Which one?
Nah, he's being facetious.
Hey, I
bro.
guess
Oh,
Zoom in
yeah, he
Thailand
is.
got
He
lucky
gotta
because this
be.
woman got a little body on her, bro. She got a little booty on her,
He
bro.
gotta
I don't
be.
know.
Y'all know how, like,
Hey, man.
y'all know how like Dre be like, don't come to Cali. Don't come to Cali. Nope.
It's easy. It is easy, but at the same time, it's gonna depend on where you at. Like if you come to Pattaya, it's like, it's a working girl kind of culture out here. So she might tell you none, but does that mean she's not a pro?
That's
I'll be
what I'm
right
saying.
back,
that's
man.
what get a lot of
That's
what get a lot of
be
guys
right
caught
back.
up, man.
I feel like that's every. My bad. Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead, Aaron. I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm just saying that's what definitely get a lot of guys caught up because they think that she might not be charging me, but she's still in the game because Padia's kind of like dating in Las Vegas. You got some gyms out here, don't get me wrong, that work in the stores, they got good jobs, but it's kind of rare in between. It's like find a needle in a haystack. But if you come to Pattaya to just hook up with random beautiful women, it's the place to be for that. But you got other pockets like Chiang Mai, Bangkok. Other little outskirts. You can definitely find you a good woman.
Yeah, man.
I just don't want
I'm
guys
talking to
to judge a whole country by like the tourist areas. That's what happens.
yeah, no, I'm talking to a whole group of them right now. We in like a whole little group chat on WhatsApp, and they're friendly, man. The ones that I'm talking to, they actually have jobs. They not selling their body. You know what I'm saying? Like he was saying that there's women out there doing the same thing, selling their bodies because they just trying to make some money and stuff like that. Ultimately, a lot of them women are not trying to do that. That's just what they got to do. I mean, I feel like it's an excuse, but like I was saying, the women that I'm talking to right now, they got actual jobs and they basically, live in paycheck to paycheck, and they not crying about it. They not trying to get over on nobody, and they just want somebody, ultimately to actually, be with them, and not just use them for sex and stuff like that. That's the ones I'm talking to right now, and they beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
They go to the gym.
just make sure they ain't ladyboys, bro.
Oh no, yeah, I know exactly. I know the whole get down, but yeah, man.
Hey, it's kind of shaky. It's kind of shaky over there. That was gonna be my next point. It's kind of shaky over there with them lady boys, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was putting together my Instagram collection, and I'm like, man, these hands is looking real strong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, you don't gotta worry about that too much. I mean, you understand, what women is. Yeah, no, you understand what women is looking like a woman, and you understand what I know there's some that can actually fool you into actually looking like that, but that's not typical. You know what I mean?
I'm joking, man. I think
And a
honestly,
lot of them are telling
gotta have
you
a
like,
sense for
this
that.
is
You
what
gotta
I
have a
am.
sense for that.
Yeah, and a
Yeah,
lot of them are
I
actually
heard
telling
over
you.
there. I heard over there, like it's not. I don't know if any one of y'all like been to New York City, but I'm from New York, and anybody that's been in like Manhattan, the Village, like they don't tell you. But I heard in Thailand they do tell you.
Yeah, they'll tell you. Like I was saying, we on a whole group. They were saying that they got friends of friends that they are transitioning into that and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But they say that they will tell you that's what they are. They're not going to shy away from you, knowing what the real deal is, or if
Got
they're
it.
looking for money out of you or something like that. They're going to tell you up front. You get what I
So for
mean?
what I'm getting from Aaron and what's the other guy's name that's out there in Thailand with the stairs in the background? I don't know your name, but what I'm getting from you brothers, Ja, yeah, oh yeah, Ja. What I'm getting from you brothers is basically you got to go out there with the right mindset. You go out there with the pay to play mindset, you're gonna run into that. If you go out there with the right mindset, you'll run into a shorty.
Yeah. No, you can definitely, and Patea too. You can definitely find your wives. Like I said, the group chat, it's like it got like 6, 7, and I just added like 8. But they all cook, they all clean. They get on video chat with me, and they'll show me that they actually clean in the house. Their own apartment and cooking like a whole meal. You know what I mean? Like, and it be looking good, like restaurant quality meals. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a whole nother situation when you got and you dealing with some women that's actually wanting to actually be with you rather than lead you on into these other little situations and stuff like that. I'm trying to tell you, it's different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's different.
It's some really good women out here. I'll definitely say that.
Oh yeah. They very, very cultural. They tell you. I learned all this from my mom and my dad. He's always been a provider. He always,
That's the reason, and the reason why I'm asking this question, brothers, is because okay, if you're a seasoned traveler, like I said, I was in Colombia three years. I've seen every baddie I could see. You know what I mean? Like the thing is, like after a while, it's not really about looks. It's more about how do the people and the women in that country receive you. And
That's what
I've always heard great reviews, not reviews, that sounds tidy, but like I've always heard good things about Thailand, that you're received by the people and the women genuinely, because in Colombia, like you're saying, or in other countries, and like I'm not trying to be judgmental, but you don't know shorty, you don't know shorty's history, you're not, I'm not saying you're not received genuinely, but just depending on where you at, Medellin, you never know about the shorty, for real, what's her intention.
But that's what I was saying earlier about adapting to the culture before you even have to deal with that. Because once you understand the culture and you understand what's going on, I'm telling you, like a lot of women want to be American women. So it's like I tell people, like, okay, we from the hood. We know the hood rat. We know this. We know that, right? You should already be tuned to that. You should already know. So when you go somewhere else and you see certain characteristics, you should already know what it is. It's just like people,
I don't think it's as easy as that though, because we coming from the outside, bro. Like it's not as easy as black and white when you in a whole different culture. There's certain things that that the men there are trained to see. You know what I mean? That we have no clue about. You know what I mean?
You misunderstood what I was saying. That's why I said adapt to the culture before you even inject yourself in something like that.
Yeah.
You have to adapt. You know what I mean? You have to know how they move, how they get down, what food they eat, what they like, start speaking certain languages they like. You got to do all that before you even start trying to deal with a woman like that. Yeah. Like before I moved to London, I started understanding the lingo and what they was talking about, how they was saying certain words and certain things. They move different. I had to learn that. So when I was out there and I was around her family, it was no different than me being from the UK myself. So if I just go out there and I think, I'm gonna just meet this woman, and now I got to worry about all these extra things, you didn't do your research before you went out there.
Let me read a couple of these super chats real quick. Andre says, "Thanks, family. My wife spoiled me today. Colombia is not Medellin."
Exactly.
And I've heard that a lot. But Ronnie wants me to read a super chat again. He wanted me to highlight something real quick. Give me 1 second. He says he wants me to read it again because y'all interrupt. Well, you interrupt. Although I'm a veteran traveler, I take all your advice, but DR is no longer for me because of the simp culture. Be careful where you brothers are around. There's some.
It's gonna die.
Okay.
Does anybody have a comment on the undercover gay part and TR?
I don't know nothing about that.
Nah, man. Hey, but listen, fellas, I got to roll, man. But shout out to the panel, Auston. Thank you for letting me on, man. I appreciate you, brothers, man. BMT, I'll hit you up later. I'll hit you up later this week, man.
That's what's up, man. I ain't mad at you no more, bro. We good.
It's all good, man. Hey, Austin, just let me know when you're gonna drop that. All right.
I think I'm gonna drop that one in the morning.
Okay, cool. All right.
Come on, baby.
All right, fellas.
Just stay
Peace
up.
out, man.
All right.
Hey,
Hey, I
peace,
want
man.
to give.
Peace, blessings.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you had something for me, Will?
No, I just wanted to give BMT his flowers. One, I want to big you up for exposing that Sam Cassell looking motherfucker that looks like he survived abortion. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Want to thank you for that, especially after that motherfucker did a diss vid on me.
He did?
Yeah. He wrote. He did a little diss vid on me, but whatever. Fuck him. I got something for him. All right. Also, Kings, were you the one that hosted the? Were you the one that hosted the live with Austin, Lucario, and what's that other dude?
Reese. Yeah, that was on my channel. Yeah, that was on Tuesday.
I felt like you didn't throw enough. You know, big up for providing the platform, but I felt like not on you.
Yep.
But I felt like Reese, he dodged a couple of curveballs. Yep. And I was kind of hoping you would hold him accountable for that.
Reese, you mean? I think you meant Lucario because Reese. I think you meant Lucario, right? Not Reese.
No, because Reese was asked the question. He was asked the question about someone put in a super chat. He was asked the question about who would he have out of between Lucario and who was the other person? Who was the other person? There was another person, but he said either between Lucario. Oh, that's right. It's between Lucario and you.
So someone like there was a lot going on. So like that flew over my head. I missed that one myself.
Yeah, he was saying who would he have his daughter? Who would he have his daughter interact with? Either you or Lucario, and he did not answer that question. He just kept talking.
Did I read that?
Answer.
Did I read it though?
I think he tried to answer it. He read it, but he didn't answer it.
Okay, so I might have missed that one because someone brought that to my attention as well, and I definitely would have put more pressure on him for that. And it's not anything against him, but just me being the host and kind of being the moderator. That is a question that should have been answered. Because I know, like they were saying, people clowning in the chat, whatever the case is, and all that. But that is a legit question, because if you're gonna sit up here and talk about dating coaches and you seem adverse to travelers, which one are you gonna pick? So that was one I missed. So sorry about that, guys.
All right, I appreciate it. Thanks for addressing that.
Austin.
No, don't worry, but don't worry because I'm doing a part 2 and I'm gonna don't worry about it. It's gonna be a part 2.
What I noticed about that, man, and I watched these videos with these, now these dating coaches are starting to come in, not really coming to the I won't say manosphere, but like, they're doing lives with people with different thoughts. What I notice is when you have a good question for them, they always skip it, or they start making some weird analogy that has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You know what I mean? I always noticed that.
And the thing is, not to cut anybody off, to point out what he's saying is, what I've noticed in the culture, because I've been on this planet for 40 years. I've been around since Black Planet. All right, so people think that women are different. They're not. They've been doing the same thing. It's just social media wasn't allowing them to. We didn't have no social media, right. So it wasn't allowing them to do certain things. So overall, women have been doing the same thing since I was a kid growing up. Nobody, like he said, when you ask the real questions, the answers become excuses. And I'm going to tell you why they become excuses, because a lot of these females been indoctrinated. They've been trained. There's a lot of child molesters walking amongst us, all kind of shit. And I'm sorry I had to say that word, but it's the truth. The truth is, why I can meet 10 Black females, and I'm on Austin with this. And he said this before. Why do you get the same results?
Hey, you got to speak in code, man. You got to say chomos.
Yeah, because there's certain things that the YouTube algorithm will pick up. So you can speak freely, but there's certain words that you can't necessarily say. But what I will say is that I know that things have gotten worse because you mentioned Black Planet, right? So I'm right behind you because I'm 37 years old and I'll be 38 in February. But the thing is, right, like, now that you have Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat, all these other things, so you could be talking to like there could be a baddie that's in Iowa, and she would have to stick with that dude in Iowa. Now she could go to a guy in New York, a guy in Chicago, a guy in LA.
Well,
So that's what I'm saying. It's like when you deal with people, when you deal with certain people, they rather argue the lie than tell the truth. That's what I was trying to say with him.
I got you. Yeah, no, absolutely.
And it's like I've dealt with a lot of females growing up, and it's the same results, same problems from 11 years old to 40 years old. And it's like
I say there's two sides. There's two sides to that, right? There's the point that women, like you said, we have social media now. The one thing I noticed in traveling so far, I've met some of the most beautiful women I ever seen. And I go on their Instagram and they got 500 followers. The thing is that I see is that women overseas in the States, you have a high mentality because of social media. Women overseas think more individually because they not on social media. You know what I'm saying? They think more individually. They meet a nice guy, they're gonna take a chance on him. A female in the States, she meets a nice guy, she's gonna ask her friends what they think.
Right.
That's why I said they rather lie, they rather argue the truth
1 second, man.
than tell the lie.
John G says, I'm planning a trip leaving from LAX to Thailand for 2 weeks in May, then to Ipanema, Brazil for 2 weeks, then back home to LAX in May. What resources are available to pay my flights and hotels? First time traveling abroad.
Can I help with that?
Hey, hold on, Austin. Hey,
can I help with
Austin,
that?
Can you hear me? Hold on. Hey, Austin.
Yes.
I want to put in is that how I know, especially like the ones that I'm talking to is actually wanting to settle down is because I asked them a question. I said, will you guys be more willing to just accept the ring and just some kind of like wedding or something like that rather than go through papers and stuff like that. They were like, yeah, we don't want to take your money. You know what I'm saying? And as I was talking to them, they were saying that they really prefer, to be with Black men. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't know about all of them, but the ones that I was talking to, they say that they really just prefer to be.
I think you're talking to lady boys, fam.
No.
That's why I said no. That's why I was shaking my head, man.
Bro.
Like,
just be
but
careful.
this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. What I was saying earlier.
Hey, I got a question on the topic of the video.
Real quick, before y'all do the question, I'm gonna just say this real quick. This is what I was saying about adapting yourself into that culture. You have to adapt yourself in that culture. Then you'll figure out who the lady boys are not.
Yeah.
You can't just make that move and think you're gonna find something special. You gotta.
This is my thing. Don't take too long adapting before you figure out the lady boys, though. But like,
nah, man, you can't just think you got the white picket fence and everything. You gotta adapt to that culture first. Like when I went to London, I went to the worst hoods. I went to Brixton and all that, Birmingham. Them motherfuckers were stabbing the shit out of each other out there. But I'm from Compton. I'm born and raised. I grew up in Southside Compton, Crip. The nigga that got stumped out by Tupac was my homeboy. So when I went out there, my little chick out there at the time, she was like, nigga, you crazy. Why am I crazy? I done been shot at 10 times.
But why
I got homeboys, FBI, Vegas PD coming out here.
Bro, because I interviewed a guy yesterday who was like kind of like want to go to hoods overseas and everything.
Yeah.
Like, why would you want to go there? Like, why would you want to go to a dangerous area overseas when you already grew up in one?
It wasn't like a check-in situation. I just wanted to see what was going on because I didn't know.
I'll
I'm good on that.
What's the fantasy there though? Like why are you intrigued by bad areas? Because I see that a lot. I see that with a lot of guys. Like they want to go to the favelas. They want to go to the the
don't get me wrong.
barrios. I'm like, bro, why? Like why?
I wouldn't go to them places you're talking about. The UK is similar to the United States.
I've been to the favelas and everything, but I know I'm a tourist. Like I'm not even trying to get involved with.
But see, what I agree with Aaron.
The reason why I did that is
I don't get why brothers. Look, we traveled. One, we made it out of the jungle that we came from. Why you want to go to another jungle? You feel what I'm saying?
The reason is
I never understood that.
The stabbings were happening in the areas that I was at. And I didn't want to get caught up thinking somebody from that area was thinking I was from that zip code. Right? So it's like they do zip codes there. And it don't matter if they know you from London or not, that you just in that zip code area. They stab like crazy out there. And
hey, I got a question. I got a question for Aaron and John Money because I'm really, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been in South America like 4 years. I'm really thinking about Thailand, man. The food situation. I seen you, Aaron. I seen you in a group, man, eating them spiders, man. I seen you, man. So I'm trying to figure out, like, do brothers need to prepare for the food situation? I heard you might have to take some medicine or whatever. Like, you give some tips on that?
Nah, you'll be good, man. The food in Thailand is really good, and really cheap. It's some of the best food I've had. You know, they got food in all places, but Thai food is really good and it's cheap. So I think you'll be okay. Now, if you messing with the street food, you know, the street food is good, but if you know, some of it is shady, so you might could get sick. But outside of that, you'll be good. The food is good.
Hey, just tell him to eat some Thailand food where he at. Try that before you go.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because man, I love pad Thai, man. Over here, they got some with the iced tea. That shit is bomb. But I was just thinking, like, you know, there's a whole different culture as far away. You know, I was just thinking about things. Do you all have any like what would be your top 2 or 3 tips, Aaron and John Money, for preparing for Thailand? Just, you know, either it being monetarily or health wise.
It depends. Like if you coming out here for a vacation, man, turn up, enjoy yourself, have a good time. It's safe, it's dope. You know, the women are cool, very laid back. But if you living out here, man, you just got to pace yourself, because I see a lot of guys
pace yourself.
Kind of becoming to alcoholics, drinking every day. They on know, they be on soy 6 every single day, falling in love. When you put yourself in those type of environments, you know, you get comfortable and you start to think that it's something real, but it's all a fantasy at the end of the day. So don't spend all your money and all your time in these areas where the women are there to make money. That's why I see a lot of guys go wrong for falling in love with the, you know.
And that's everywhere. That's even here in the United States. That's what you call Sims. And that's why I was saying
it's way like living here is like living in Las Vegas, bro. It's a big temptation to go out and drink. It's hard every day.
But that's what I was saying about adapting to the culture before you even get there.
Even Mondays be popping out here, bro. Like it's lit.
Well, that's what I was thinking, Aaron, because I was like, you know, you look at some South American countries, it's not the same like Thailand. Thailand seems like it's 24/7 for real. You know, you go to Colombia,
like me and Ja be
people
chilling,
gotta go
bro.
to work. You know
right?
what I mean?
Am I right, Ja? Like we be ducked off for the most part.
Yeah, we chilling for the most part. But I mean, I've been out here almost a year now, really. But when I first got out here, I was wilding. Like I was going out every day. I was going out every day for 3 months straight. You know, I was tripping. But I will say, like, it also depends on where you're going, because I just came back from Chiang Mai yesterday, and Chiang Mai is more chill, like relaxing. If you come into Pattaya, it's like Las Vegas on steroids, and it's a lot of partying. It's a lot of stuff going on. So if you
have y'all been to Vietnam yet? Because I heard Vietnam.
I'm going to Vietnam next soon.
They love y'all over there too, man.
Yeah, no, I ain't been there yet, but I'm definitely.
I heard they love the brothers over there, man.
Hey, Auston, I got a bug sandwich for you when you come to Thailand, brother. I got a bag of hip crickets, and I got some tarantulas for you, bro.
I don't know.
Bruh, my
Come
girl,
on, man. Hey, welcome to Thailand, bro. You gotta try
yeah.
it out, bro.
Hey, Austin,
I don't know about on no sandwich. I eat the bugs by themselves.
Okay.
He's a real carnivore.
Hey, I
I want to tell you something real quick.
I had one of the
Because
homies
I'm
get
finna move to
drunk
Mexico,
and,
right?
eat a whole bunch of crickets too.
I'm finna move to Mexican, Austin. So this my chick. When I went out there, right? This motherfucking bad, bro. She bad. I don't know why people think Mexico bad, man. I've been there 8 times. I look. I feel more racism for Mexicans here in America than I do over there. Now I've been to St. Lucas Cabo. They got the cave that you got to dive in. It's like a whole little scenery. Tulum, my bad, brother. Tulum, I would never fuck with Tijuana, even though they trying to fix it up. I would never fuck with Tijuana because a brother just got killed out there, I think earlier this year. But this is why I know we having these conversations. We talking about different things. This is why I'm saying you got to understand where you going to first. You got to adapt to that culture.
You
got to understand that culture, adapt to it.
You're supposed to go past Tijuana, at least stop in Puerto Nuevo, Rosarito area. Nobody's
yeah.
Don't stay in Tijuana, man.
Never stay in Tijuana. I didn't understand that, and that's where the dude lost his life at. But my whole thing is to everybody on this panel is no matter where you go. See, when I went to the hoods in London, I understood that culture and I knew how to stay away from it while I was out there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that nowhere else. I wouldn't do that nowhere else. But I'm just saying, like, look up. Don't just think in your mind like, oh, I just want to go to Thailand and I'm gonna go there. Look up the culture, look up the food, YouTube. We got the phones now. Like, see what they like, see what the women like, see where to stay away from, because it's gonna be people that's already out there that's gonna have the videos to tell you, hey, don't go here, don't do this, and don't do that. You know, adapt to that culture, man. It's just like you gotta leave your American bullshit behind and just adapt to that culture. And that's all I gotta say on that one.
And I actually believe you about the racism that you face with Latinos and stuff like that. I faced it in Long Beach, but that's something.
That's where I was working.
But that's something completely different.
Right?
But I also wanted to say, I agree with Aaron. Like, I don't get the thing about going to, especially in the UK. I've been to the UK. I actually stayed in Lewisham. I didn't mean to stay there because I didn't do diligent research. And because I went there because it was cheap,
You see what I'm saying?
I didn't want to spend a lot of pounds. So, anyways, I went there, and I regret it. And then I was like, I should have done more research. I ended up in Camden. Camden is one of those places where you're gonna get fooled, Aaron. You will get fooled over there if you're in the Camden, London area.
They don't fuck around over there, bro.
No. It looks very nice.
It's
a very nice looking street until you go into a certain street, and then that certain street will take you to something they call a council estate. And in a council estate, that's what they call the jacks or the projects.
I was there, bro.
No cap. But I literally saw someone get acid to the face, and that shit was not fun at all. And I got my ass out of there right away. I didn't get out of London right away, but I got out of Camden right away. So
Camden is really bad. It's really bad.
It's a really, really sneaky area where it looks nice until you walk on the wrong street, and then you end up, and it feels like you're in another country.
And that's why I told you I was in Chelsea, I was in Crystal Palace, I was in what's the other place called? Kingston. Lancaster Gate and all that. These were the celebrities and rich people stay at. The people that's filming movies over there stay at. And I was getting it at a hell of a discount because of the pandemic or whatever. But this is why I'm saying it. I'm going to keep saying it. No matter where you plan on traveling, research the culture before you go. Try to adapt to that culture before you get there.
I agree.
So then you know what to look out for, and you wouldn't have had to go through that if you would have understood it. So the reason why I walked into the hood is because I wanted to be like, I didn't want to be in Chelsea because they like out here. If you're in a nice area, they ain't gonna stop no hood dude from trying to rob you or kill you.
I think sometimes learning the culture, you do have to be. Sometimes you have to be boots on the ground to learn some stuff. Like you're not gonna learn everything about a culture on the internet. You have to touch down somewhere and actually be around the people before you start to learn some of that stuff. You can learn some stuff on the internet. You can learn a lot of stuff on the internet, what not to do, what to do. But a lot of the little nuances that come with learning the culture, it takes time to develop that.
And I'm gonna
Also,
tell you
man,
what helped me out there in the
also,
UK.
man, when you
They tripped out because
hold
I
on,
was from
real quick.
Compton. I didn't
I
know
just want to say
Compton
something
had
real
that
quick,
much
bro.
influence on a lot of people, even when I went to Germany. And I took my ID out there, and they thought I was bullshitting because on my passport, it's not gonna say my actual city where I live. And when they saw my ID and knew I was from Compton, oh my God, man, it blew them away. But it was just like, I'm glad I experienced that, and I can guarantee you, after that, when I went back the other 4 times, I never went back to them areas. Never went back.
Hey, I will say, like, as far as another thing about the culture is you got to get cool with the local guys, just not the women too, because the women will hold a lot of stuff back from you. Like when a woman has like a Westerner or American guy, it's like you got like a little gym. So they're gonna try to keep you tucked away. They don't want, some of them don't want to teach you the language. They don't want to tell you exactly where to go. My first time in Cartagena, man, I went by the Clark Tire with a girl I was dating for a couple of months out there. And I was trying to figure out, like, what's going on with this. I'm like, well, all these beautiful women. I had no idea about the clock tower in Cartagena. And she just whisked me in. She told me I was drunk and whisked me in a taxi before I can even, get a bearing, because I wanted to know, like, what's all these women doing out here? So you really gotta get cool with the local guys too, not just the women, because the women hide a lot of stuff from you. You feel me? They don't want you exposed.
100% agree.
They don't want you to know that it's, when you American, it's really easy to attract a lot of beautiful women, especially in Colombia. You feel me? So they're gonna try to hide stuff. But when you get cool with the local dudes, they're gonna give you the game. They're gonna tell you exactly what it really is out there.
Man, I totally agree with you.
You're not gonna find that out like trying to do your research on the internet. Internet's cool to find out where to go, find out what dishes you want to eat, where to stay at. But until you really, like Josh said, until you really get out there and get with the locals, it's a whole different experience.
Right. It is.
Like to be honest with you, I didn't start, even though I was in Brazil for almost a year, bro. I really just started really experiencing the culture and enjoying myself until I got cool with my dude Hobson out there in the favela. Because the favela is a whole different world. It's a whole different world within Rio. And that's when you really start opening up. Because when you're in these little bougie areas like in Rio and stuff, man, and you black, it's like
Barra de Chuca.
Yeah, like they see you cool, it's like a high and by type of situation. They're not rude or nothing like that. But when you actually in the favela, like you kind of around your people, like they really embrace you in. Like they wanted me to move to the favela, and I'm like, bro, I ain't ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I like staying with you white folk, but still, it's a real deal experience, man. It's a real deal experience. You got to get cool with the locals out there in these countries, bro. They're gonna really show you around and show you how to move. And that's the cool thing, man. Like it's a good thing, man. In Brazil, you definitely blend in too. To me, Brazil is much safer than Colombia. Personally,
it is.
Really?
It is.
I thought Brazil was worse.
Nah. You just got to stay out of bad. You got to stay out of bad neighborhoods in Brazil, bro. Because them dudes really do be warring. They be warring heavy with the gang wars and going against the police. Like shootouts happen all the time. Not so much in the Holleman favela, because that's more of a tourist favela. But these other little side favelas in Rio, man, it goes down, bro. It goes down real quick, fast, in a hurry.
Rio got a heavy police presence too. Like in the tourist, we talking about like comparing like Poblado to.
The only thing I don't like about the police in Brazil, bro, is they be deep, but they be all together. They be bunched up like 15 in one spot. I'm like, bro, y'all gotta spread out. I mean, God, they have y'all all in one spot.
I'm gonna have to wrap this up.
Hey, spread out.
I wanted to say something about Thailand.
Hold on one second. Let me read these super chats real quick, and I'm after you go, Will, we're gonna wrap this up. I'm dropping in Thailand content next month at Pattaya and Bangkok. I'll see you out there. No, I won't. JU Travel said the same thing about South Africa.
Shout out to my guy
Oh,
Jew, man.
I've heard
Shout
some
out to
bad things about South Africa.
But go ahead, Will.
Oh, I didn't know Kings and Dreams is still in the chat. If he can hear me, it would be nice if he can add a moderator that can slow down the little chat, slow down the little chat scroll.
Okay.
So before I talk about Thailand, I want to give Andre his flowers. He's actually the guy that I look to for information on Colombia. If I end up making Colombia my home base, he's most likely going to be the first guy that I reach out to.
This motherfucker
Okay, so now in Thailand. Dude, I'm really happy for you. I think you're going to love it there. I've been to 3 different cities over there. I've been to Bangkok, I've been to Chiang Mai, and I've been to Chiang Rai. My only regret was not visiting Pattaya and Phuket. Those are my regrets. So if you get a chance, please visit those.
Okay. Okay.
And there's many, and I think there's even certain towns in Phuket. I don't know if it's certain towns. Krabi. I think Krabi is the most popular one. I could be wrong though.
Is that the one with the hotels right off the beach shore?
I don't know. I haven't been there. I've only been to those 3 cities.
Because I know they got like hotels where it's right on the beach water, the shoreline. The water is really beautiful. It's like a hut kind of looking thing. I heard it's really nice.
Most likely. Well, if you look at Thailand, you look at their. I don't know what store still sells postcards these days, but if you looked at postcards back in the day, most likely that's probably what you're talking about, and that would probably be Phuket, and that would probably be Krabi, which is inside Phuket.
Hey, Auston,
I would love to do that.
I just want to put in there. I just want you to test this out when you do, land out there. It's when you find like a cool one out there and you chopping it up with her, just ask her like, hey, would you cook for me? And she'll be like, yeah. They're so willing to cook for you. It's ridiculous. Like, you don't gotta be some kind of title to them for them to do that for you. You get what I mean? You don't have to bring something to them for them to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? Or for them to just cook. They'd be like, yeah, I'll cook for you. Come on, yeah. When would you want me to cook? And I just want you to, see and get that on video as well. When guys actually able to see that, they're gonna be like, wow. You get what I mean? Because
come subscribe to Travelversity. You see a whole bunch of cooking, right?
Oh yeah.
Hey man, I got a chat down here. I see that you guys can chat me. Can the rest of you guys chat me your video links? I've been contemplating for the last 5 years starting a YouTube, and I haven't did it. And I don't know why I haven't did it, but I would have loved to show my experiences being in Auschwitz, when I was in Germany, when I was in Italy, because they only stay in one area. It's like Australia. When you go to Italy is just one area. The rest is just rural area. But when you go to the back areas, they got all these lakes. Man, it's so freaking beautiful. If I could retire somewhere, I would retire in Italy. Like, it's gorgeous in the back areas, man. And Germany is just, they're so organized. Each city, each area, they don't call it cities, it's area. Just like we have downtown LA here. In London, it's called Greater London. So it's like the experience to see them different cultures. But I'm telling you, all the places I've been besides La Paz, Mexico is where I'm trying to move with my girl or whatever. Man, La Paz, I encourage you. Go to Tulum Beach. Don't just go to Tulum. Go to Tulum Beach and go to La Paz. I swear to you. It is gorgeous. You can Google it. Gorgeous. So when people talk about Mexico, and I have been there since 2015, I done been to what is it called? Cabos, St. Lucas. Fuck Cancun, fuck Tijuana, fuck Ensenada, fuck Mexico City. Tulum is on the main land, and in the peninsula of Baja California. And it's Baja California Sur, so it's separated. It's 2 different things. Go to La Paz and go to Baja, not Baja, but what is it called? Fuck, I can't think of the name of it.
What about Playa de Carmen?
Oh,
Hey, I'm out of here, Austin.
That's
I'll
nice.
see you next time, bro.
Yeah,
All
peace,
right, man.
Austin,
We
man.
are. I'm
Hey,
about to check out too.
hit me up when you touchdown, bro. We got
Hey
hang out,
man,
Sure.
hey man, be easy. Hey Austin, my girl said she got some friends for you when you touch down, so we're gonna have a party.
Tell them I'm ready.
All
ready
right, bet,
to go.
man. Hey, appreciate you having me on, bro.
Appreciate
Hey
you.
Austin, hit me up, man. Hit me in the chat or something. I got some
Facebook?
things, man. I gotta say, man. You'll
Okay.
love it, man. It'd be informational.
Okay. What on Discord or Facebook?
I don't have no social media, bro. I had to stay away from it. I ain't gonna lie to you. The hate I was getting, bro. Like, I don't know how you deal with it. I seriously don't. Like, when I was dating a girl in London, bro, I had to delete all my stuff, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't deal with the heat. So that's why I need to get your insight on how do you deal with all that heat.
Man, I genuinely just don't care. I don't even be pretending to not care. Like whenever they make videos, this shit just go over my head.
Now, I just like when you're on Facebook, your comments. How do you deal with that?
Because I'm the type of person, once the damage is done, it's out there. I don't stress behind it. They didn't already commented. They didn't already call me a trick. They didn't already call me a trick, gay.
Great. Wow. Okay.
I'm getting low life scum, whatever they want to say. Fuck it.
Wow. Hey man, look, you know what I'll do is just remember my name, Todd DeMar Michael Perry. That's my actual real name. It's on my passport and everything. So I'll try to look for you because there's one thing I want to know. I want to know that you gave me information on it. Just turn a blind eye to all the bullshit in the comments and everything. The second thing I want to know, I've been trying to do my YouTube since 2019, man, when I got my passport. And I see you, man, you look just like my firstborn nephew, bro. And he stay in Texas. Y'all look just alike, bro.
You stay in Texas too?
Yeah, he stay in Texas, Houston. So it's like, I want to know, because I come a little bit different, bro. I don't come with the red pill, the Manosphere. My whole thing is like, you know what's up. Do what you got to do with her and get on. I don't have no time to be going back and forth with men this, women this. And I'm like, well, nature is undefeated.
Yeah.
You ain't going to defeat nature. And I had to tell this to this one chick, right? I was like, I'm going to say this real quick. I'm going to let you go because I know you got to go. You can sleep with the whole of the neighborhood, right? You can be banging her out. She come to you. It's your day. It's Tuesday. One of them days, she going to pillow talk. What she going to ask you? Why you just won't be with me? Come on, bro. It's like we all know what's up. It's like we don't have to listen to red pill this, red pill that. We already know what's going on. Yeah. We all grew up in the hood. But yeah, man, hey, try to hit me up some form, some fashion. My email is prrthrd@gmail.com. I don't know if you can see it on there, but my whole the only way I can get on here was through my email. And then, man, with the traveling thing, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll get you on and have you share some of the stories, but I'm gonna email you.
Main thing I want you to do, help me how to keep my cool, do right, and do my own YouTube content. Cause you way younger than me, bro, and your level of maturity and patience is crazy.
Thank you.
Good brother, man. Hey, keep making them videos, man, because I'm watching and I'm liking.
I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna keep it up. I appreciate your support, bro.
Hey, do your thing, man. Have a good night, brother.
You as well.
All right, brother.
All right.